Welcome to Client Attraction Experts Livestream, everyone. Welcome in. This is such an exciting day, and you are here to learn about how to be a magnetic client attractor, how to have a business and a life that you totally adore because it's nourishing you and giving you what you need in your own business. You're learning to attract the people that you love working with. You're learning to attract the clients who are ready and willing to invest. And that's one of the most important parts of having a business. In this training today, you're going to be learning simple strategies and step-by-step systems that will help you to reach more people with holistic marketing, soulful promotion, the kind of marketing that helps you to feel like you're in business in alignment with your own heart, your own soul, and your own values. My intention for you all is that you create a business that's a service to the world, and a business that aligns with your soul, and a business that uplifts you. So we are live in this live stream. If you're watching the replay though, type the word replay in the comments down below. We have some VIPs behind the scenes with us in Zoom, and we also have live viewers on Facebook. So let's start by getting connected. Introduce yourself and your business in the comments in Facebook, because that's where the comments will all stay. So even if you're a VIP, you might want to hang out in Facebook to connect with the incredible network of entrepreneurs, healers, coaches, and spiritual leaders over there. So let's start by saying hello, and I just want to welcome you all in. So type in the comments who you are, where you're watching from, and what your business is. This is how we're getting networking and connecting every day, everyone. So I want to welcome Rochelle. I want to welcome Surya Krishna, Rebecca, Brittany. It's so good to have you here. My amazing co-host, Brittany, Melody, and Cindy. Miss Chrissy D is here. Kent, so good to have you. Arlana, Harpal, June, welcome June. She's going to be speaking in a little while to us. And Chris is here. Megan, my amazing guy and co-host Steve is also here, and Ellen, welcome. Oh my gosh, so many of you. Jillian and Shell. Hey, Jillian. Lauren, oh, your video was amazing. Christina, your video was also fantastic. Helen's video was amazing. We've been having a video contest. So good to have you all here. Marcella, oh, good morning. She's going to be coming and onto our live stream later. I have an incredible lineup of guest speakers for you all, and I can't wait to get started. This is day seven of a 7-day training, and you can watch the replays of what's happened so far. So if you've missed anything, you got to watch those. But for those of you who have been on these past 7 days, what is the number one thing that you've learned? Start by writing it down into your own notes. If you're VIP, you have that resource handbook, so you can write in there, what's been your biggest aha of the training so far? What have you gotten out of this training? What did you learn last week that you really want to anchor in? And so what I invite you to do is take that and translate it over into the Facebook comments thread. What have you learned? What's been most exciting or encouraging? What's an action step that you've taken that you're proud of? Just type it into the comments right now. And when you see somebody who's done something that you think is amazing and that you're proud of them for, give them a heart and a comment on their comment to give them the encouragement that they need to step into their business dreams. So keep typing in, oh, I'm loving seeing all your introductions over here, and then start to type in what you have learned over the past 7 days. And I know for sure that you have gained so much, you've learned so much, and many of you have even been having results so far. Oh, I got to hit the record button. Hold on. You've been having results. Oh no, it's automatically recording to Facebook. There's no record button here when we're live in Facebook. So we are good. We're good. I just got my team hold up a sign and say, hey, you got to hit record. Okay, we're recording. And you've been learning so much. And for those of you who have been with us all along the way, or even if you're just joining us today, I want to acknowledge that you're committing to your business by showing up here. You're committing to the clients that you're here to serve. And it's so powerful. And I love that Cindy writes, I'm ready to stop playing small. Rebecca took a very bold stand for her business on Saturday. Jillian, she's learned to not give up, be bold, and she says, and my business and I are worth it. Oh my gosh, Melody says anything is possible. I mean, if we have 7 days like this all the time, can you imagine the results you'll be having in your business by the end of the year if you just kept with the momentum that you've got right now? And I know that momentum is important. You're on the verge of something more, something that is calling you. You have a calling on your heart to start a business or to take your business to another level. You've been struggling. You've been trying to find clients, trying to make money, trying to make it consistent, trying to get yourself committed or motivated. How many of you have been feeling those kind of things? And you just feel like it's time. It's time to step into your business and it's time to help people. What's been going on in our planet over the past 6 to 8 months is unprecedented. There's been nothing quite like it in the history of humanity. And all of you are living through this time right now. Take a deep breath and just put your hand on your heart. You're living through really intense times. And it means a lot to come together like this right now so that you can work on your business and be supported, so that you can help the people that need you now, your healers, your speakers, your spiritual leaders, your teachers, your coaches, and the world needs you. So it's no accident that you landed here in this training. How many of you feel like I just came across this training and somehow I know I'm in the right place? Raise your hands up if you're behind the scenes in Zoom with me. Type in the Facebook comments, I'm in the right place. And let the universe know that you're in the right place. And by law of attraction, you're bringing to you what you need next in your business. And you're bringing to you all the clients that you could ever want. Who here wants to just draw to them all the clients they could ever want? Raise your hands up and post in the comments, I want clients. I want clients. Post it in there. And today we have some incredible client attraction experts who are going to be coming on to teach you their wisdom and their best business tips and to share their business experience with you all. This is valuable training that's going to help you to shift what 2020 has been so that you can step into what 2020 could be. And how many of you want something different for the rest of this year? Think about what your intention is for this training and for your business, because there's a parallel journey there. What is your intention? Start by writing it down for yourself so that you have record of that. What is my intention right now for my business, for the rest of this year, for the next year, the next 2 years, for the rest of my life? What is that big intention? If you could sum it up into a sentence, write that in the comments down below right now. So many of you have been sharing your dreams, your visions, your intentions, and your incredible bold stands moving forward into your businesses. You've been sharing with bold courage in your videos. We've had a video contest going on. Who here has entered? Raise your hand up or type in the comments, I have entered. So many of you have entered and it's been really amazing. So here's what was going on. You were doing a 2-minute video to share your bold stand with the world, to share what you stand for and why you deserve to win. And I want to acknowledge all of you who entered, because it takes courage, especially in front of a group of peers. It takes courage to step forward and share who you are. So I want to acknowledge Jenny and Kent, Arlana, Miriam, Alyssa, Surya, Rochelle, Melissa. Oh my gosh, this list is so long. Dr. Ida, your videos were amazing, everyone. Angie, Laura, Lilac, Raylyn, Cindy. Oh my gosh, there were so many of you. Gina, Aubrey, Christina, Lisa, the other Lisa, Amy, Harpal, Helen. So much courage that you all put forward into your videos. I watched every single one of them. Liz, Lauren, Kayla, Chamundai. Oh, the tenderness was so beautiful that you shared. It was amazing. Jenny, Chris, and Cheryl, all of your videos were so special, and you stepped forward with so much courage, and I want to acknowledge you. Now, who's excited to hear who won the video prize? Type the word excited in the comments down below. Type the word excited if you're excited to see who won. I'm not going to tell you till later. I made everybody laugh. You have to wait until the end of the day to find out who won. So we're really excited. There's going to be, and there also, I'm going to have 2 other prize opportunities for you. We are going to have one of our team members let's have Steve do it, a mother post. Post your results and breakthroughs from the Client Attraction Secrets training to be entered to win. This is another secret prize. Underneath the mother post is where you got to post your results. It's almost like a testimonial. What did you gain from this training? So just have that done by the end of the day. There'll be a mother post pinned to the Women's Holistic Business Network. In order to be entered to win, post your results as if you're writing a testimonial for this training. This is a testimonial contest. What have you gotten out of this training? And look for that mother post. It'll be on a little colored thing. Our team can make sure that it's colored, so don't write too many letters in there because it won't be colored if you do that. Post your results and breakthroughs. Post it testimonial style by the end of today. And then I'm having another contest. Are you ready for another contest? Today's going to be fun. We're going to have a secret sentence contest where you get to fill in the blanks of a sentence as we go. So I'm going to add words to it. And as we go along, you're going to see if you can figure out what the sentence is. The first person to guess the sentence also is going to win a prize. Okay, are you ready? Let's have a drum roll, please, because I have the first part of this. It's kind of a long run-on sentence, so it's really long. Okay, I'm going to be giving you these throughout the day. So let's have a drum roll, please, for the secret sentence contest. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Here we go. There is the first part of your secret sentence. Write it down and see if you can guess what the whole sentence is. I'm going to show this once and I'm not going to show it again. So write this down. Write this down. And then if you guess the whole sentence, if you're the first person to guess the whole sentence and post it in the Facebook comments, our team will make sure that you are the winner of an amazing prize. So we have a few prize things going on today. I'm going to be announcing the video prize winner later. That prize is closed, but I have 2 prizes for you, 2 contests going for you today. One is the testimonial contest, and then one is our secret sentence contest. And I'll give it to you one more time. This is the first part of the sentence for today. Okay. I would like to bring on and introduce to you today one of my amazing co-hosts, Brittany Niemans-Verdriet. She's been helping you all behind the scenes as VIPs. Brittany, thank you so much for being here and welcome in. Why don't you just take a moment to say hi to everybody and introduce yourself to all the Facebook streamers.
Hello, everybody. Good morning. It's so amazing to be here. I've had such a blast hanging out over the last 7 days. Being a part of this community is such a blessing. And I simply love being able to support and serve each and every one of you. I'm so excited for the rest of today.
It's so good to have you here as a co-host, Brittany. I just adore it. And my amazing guy, Steve, is also here. I'll get him to introduce himself in a little bit. Are you here, Steve? Are you on video? Do you want to say hi to everybody?
All right. Just popping on video now. You gotta mute yourself. Hey, everybody. So it's so awesome that you're all here. The commitment it takes to show up for 7 days and work on yourself and work on your business, that should show you how willing you are to do what it takes to get the clients that you need and want. So I'm really excited to be here.
Thank you for coming on. It's so good to have you. And I just feel so blessed that I get to run a business that I adore with a man that I adore and with friends that I adore and colleagues that I adore. So thank you for all of you for being here. And like we said, this is day 7 of a 7-day training. Yesterday was Tech-Free Sunday for some of you. It was catch-up day for some of you. We ran watch parties, but there was no additional training on day 6 other than for you to catch up on the things that you needed to catch up on. All right, so who's ready to dive into today's learning? Do a little wiggle in your chair. Let's see you all wiggle in your chair because we want to keep you moving. And if you want to stand up, I'm in a stand-up desk today. So if you want to all stand up at some point, go for it. And if you're in the Facebook comments, type the word ready in the comments down below. We'll let the universe know that you are ready to learn, that you're ready for clients, and you are ready to go. You're ready to attract your ideal clients. You're ready to market yourself in authentic alignment with your heart and soul. And you're ready to say yes to your business and your dreams. Type the word ready in the comments down below. I'm going to be teaching you some key secrets that are the best of what you've learned so far and some new ones throughout the day. And we're going to be having incredible guests come on throughout the day as well. So let's just see who my first, hold on. So let's go with our first secret. Let's start with our first secret, and then I'll bring Brittany on to teach a little bit about this one. So secret number 1 for today, you ready for it? Write this down. Start. Just write that word, start. Write that word across your bathroom mirror, write it on a sticky note, put it somewhere. This is secret number 1 for you all. Let me make sure I'm in the screen. Secret number 1 is start. Because nothing can happen if you don't start. Reach out to people. Make that list of 21 potential clients that you could reach out to. Have free sessions with people. Start doing potential client interviews. Start doing the research. Start taking action. Just get started. And when those of you who are joining the Holistic Business Accelerator, we're going to help you really get started on all of those pieces. Your clients can't find you if you don't start, if you don't actually get your business out there. If you're sitting behind your computer screen or hanging out just in your dreams, but not getting your business out there, nobody can really find you. So one of those mistakes that some of you have been making is just not starting, not taking action. Now you can join this training today. You can join all sorts of trainings. You can spend lots of money and lots of time and lots of mental hours thinking about your business. But if you don't start, none of that means anything. So I just recommend that secret number 1 for today is that you start. And Brittany, what would you have to say and add about this secret?
When it comes to starting, give yourself grace to start again and again. There's a Rumi quote out there that says, come again. It simply means that no matter how many times you fall off the wagon or off the path, that you can always come back and start again.
Oh, I love that so much. And thank you. Can you write that down somewhere, everyone? That is so beautiful. And we recommend also that you start and you take action. And it's just a little bit every day. We're not saying you have to spend 8 hours a day working on your business all day, every day, and then also go work with your clients and then also have a life. Imagine that if you take a little bit of action every single day, that it has a ripple effect, that it has a cumulative effect. It adds up. Just like if you wanted to get healthy, would it be better to work out for 4 hours once now and then once again in 6 months? Or would it be better to do some movement every day for 20 minutes? Type in the comments below, which do you think would be better for your health? Same thing with drinking water. Do you think that you can drink a gallon of water today and then not drink for 7 days and you'll be fine? It's not like that. It's consistent action, consistent daily action. And imagine if you could build your business in like 2 to 3 hours a week. I'm talking like 20 minutes a day, 20, maybe 30 minutes if you get excited. Dedicate yourself to 20 to 30 minutes a day, or, and 1 to 2 hours on one day and 1 to 2 hours on another day to work on your business, not just in your business as the practitioner, the teacher, the leader, and the healer, but also as the CEO of your own business, working on your business. Take the time to work on it. Start working on your business and start one little step at a time. So who here feels like you could definitely do 20 minutes a day? Raise your hand. Who here feels like you could do like 2 to 3 hours a week of working on your business? You spread it out however you want it. Raise your hand up. If you're in Zoom, look around, hold each other accountable. You can even type in the comments down below, I want to be accountable for action. Or ask somebody, tag somebody and say, will you please hold me accountable for taking action? I recommend that you take daily action with commitment, with courage, and with gumption. Gumption is our word of the week. It's actually our word of the month behind the scenes. All right, so that is secret number 1 for today, is just start. Just get started. Everybody take a deep breath and let me know in the comments down below right now, what is the number one thing that you're going to do? What is the small action step that you're going to do to get started and to hold yourself accountable? Write it down in the comments down below for us right now. And then when you see somebody posting their action step, comment on their action. So, because what happens is that the ripple effect, the universe hears it. Your angels, your guides, whatever it is that's helping you along your path is hearing that you've written it, and it's hearing other people put hearts and stars by it. So I love this. I'm about to bring on our first guest. You've already met her. She's incredible, with over 10 years in the wellness world, leading as a leading physiotherapist coach. Brittany Niemans-Rodriguez, one of your favorite people of the week. She combines 7 years of clinical experience with energetic healing. What she does, everyone, is very special. She has helped me personally so much as well. She combines this also with holistic business training and a love of travel, sister of my own heart, to provide empathic clinical practitioners with whole body life and career transformation. That is amazing. What you do in the world, Brittany, is absolutely incredible. So I just want to welcome you in as one of our guest experts today in the Client Attraction Experts live stream. Welcome.
Thank you. It's so good to be here. And
It's so good to have you. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself and who you are and what you're up to.
Yeah, so I live in Vernon, moved here 5 years ago, met my husband a week after I got here. So it was like serendipity. I work, having practiced, I guess, as a physiotherapist for so many years and having burnt out doing that work in a paradigm that really doesn't serve an empathic soul, I'm really in for allowing business owners, clinical practitioners to build a business in a way that feels in alignment with their hearts and their souls and their purpose, and also allows them to feel fulfilled. And I absolutely love all of it.
I love what you do, and you bring such light to the world. And why don't you tell everybody a little bit about your business journey? Like, what kind of things have you been through, and what kind of challenges have you walked through?
Yeah, so my business journey has been interesting. I've been fired from a job. I have been in $15,000 of debt in my clinic that I was practicing at. I have worked with clients that I thought were a fit and have them basically walk away, all because I didn't have a really clear vision and knowing of what it was and how to put my business together.
That's a challenging journey. I know what it's like because I've been there. And why don't you just jump right into telling people how you've implemented the tools? Like, we're just going to go straight into this. How have you implemented these tools and how have they helped you? Where are you at now in your business?
I am at a point in my business where I love the clients that I get to work with, that I get to really, truly just show up for my clients in a way that feels great while working a schedule that feels like a vacation, which
I
is
love
really
that
awesome.
schedule that feels like a vacation. Can somebody write that down? Because that's brilliant. I love that so much. And Brittany, you are going to be teaching today. What are you going to be teaching on?
I am going to be teaching each and every one of you how to attract clients that you love. So basically, I believe that you all have the potential to work with clients that you love and to love your entire caseload. Who wants more of that? Raise your hands. Amazing. So yeah, are we ready to jump in?
Let's do this, Brittany. I'm going to just hand it over to you to
Cool.
share your excellence and your wisdom.
Sounds good. So yeah, here we go. Attracting clients you love can be a really challenging process, or it can be a very, very simple process. So I'm going to give you, how many keys did I come up with today? I've got 5 for you today. So 5 keys to attract clients that you love so that you feel really fulfilled and happy with the caseload that you are creating. So key number 1 is to have a very clear vision. This is where you need to write it down and revisit it regularly. So the thing with your caseload is that the universe doesn't know what you want unless you put time and effort into visualizing it. And when it comes to visualizing, I always encourage people to visualize what they most want, create the picture in your mind, write it out. And then from there, look at that picture and ask yourself, how does that picture make me feel? Because the thing is that your vision is only something that you can create based on what you already know. And instead, you're going to give the universe more play if you can attach to a feeling. So what is it that your current visual creates in yourself? Is it gratitude? Is it excitement? Is it a feeling of love and compassion and kindness? Like, what are the things that you want to create? So I encourage you right now to write down a little bit of information about what it is you see your practice looking like. And then consider, what are the feelings that come with that? How do you feel when you've created that vision? I'm just going to give you a moment to write that down. It's really important to write down how you want to feel. We've been doing that all week. We've been writing down the things that we most were excited about, the things that we most wanted to learn, the ahas. No different when you're creating the vision you have for your business. Steve, I'm just gonna, there's a little blue hand up in our participant
Yeah, Steve's going to take
area.
care of that.
Okay, perfect. All right, are we ready for key number 2? Wave your hands if you're ready. And you know what? You can work on this visual picture of your vision every day, every week. I encourage you to revisit it daily so you tap into those feelings every day. Okay, key number 2. You get to be choosy. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that not everyone that comes to see you is a good fit. I mean that it's easier to know who you want to say yes and no to if your vision and your feelings of how you want to be working with people is super clear. And here's the kicker. Holding on to clients that aren't a good fit simply to be making an income is actually blocking you from growing your business even bigger.
Oof, that's a good one.
Right?
Oh my goodness.
So,
So I didn't realize I was unmuted. I was like, oh my gosh, that's so good.
apparently we need to pause on that one, let everybody absorb
Say
that
it
a
one more
little bit.
time for us, because that's incredible.
Holding on to clients that aren't a good fit simply to be making an income is actually blocking you from creating the big, beautiful business and abundant business that you are here to create.
Yeah.
So when you have your sacred sales calls with your potential clients, always tap into your vision and the feelings you are trying to create before you jump on those calls. Again, I encourage you to really write down, how is it that you want to feel? And really take 5 minutes before each sacred sales call that you do and tune into that, breathe into it, embody it, and then get on those phone calls. Because from there, you will be able to know with certainty who it is that you love to work with. And you'll be able to see if you're an energetic match for those people. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what do I do with the people that aren't a match? I can't just send them out into the world and say, I can't help you. That's not fair. And that's okay. I don't want you to do that. What I want you to do, and this is key number 3, is that I want you to be willing to refer. I want you to be willing to release that which does not align with you and to do it with ease and know that there's somebody better out there for them to help them. Because if you're not in alignment, they're not going to get the transformation that they need, and you're not going to feel really excited about working with them. How many people is that landing with? I'd love to see some hands and see who's like resonating with this. Amazing. Okay, perfect. So how do we build up a referral network? We become part of a community. We get to know like-minded practitioners. We get to know people that do the exact same thing we do. Because when you know other people that do the exact same thing that you do, they're not in competition with you. They are simply there to take the clients that are most supportive to you to go elsewhere. And then when you release clients and you refer, when you give, the receptivity on the other end is expanded. People are going to come back to you tenfold because you're willing to release that which doesn't align. All right, so this is going to be fun because we've written down a list of people already this week, our 21 people that we wanted to reach out to work with. I want you to create a list of practitioners and fellow women, men in business, heart-centered people who you can reach out to start developing relationships with, to start talking about how you can refer to each other, to get to know what people really love to work with. Because the thing is, you can be in a practice, and this comes from my physio background. We're all physiotherapists. The thing is, though, each physiotherapist loves working with a different type of client. So get to know the people and what they love, and also what they don't love, so that you know who not to send to them and who to send to them, and vice versa. Share with these practitioners what you love.
These are such incredible tips so far. So amazing. I hope that you're all enjoying it.
Yes, we got 2 more. And I'd actually love for everybody to write down in the comments, what are the feelings that you want to cultivate? What are the visual embodiment, like that feeling? What's the number one top priority feeling that you want to create? I would love for you to write that in the comments in our Facebook thread so that we can really tune into that. And really just allow yourself to recognize that it's possible, that it's easy, and that it's going to open up. Oh, I love these. They're rolling in. We've got joy from Raylyn, compassion from Chris, empowerment, empowerment and compassion and joy and hopeful. I love those. Those are such good feelings to lean into.
Oh, and Kayla wrote comfort. I love that one too.
Yes.
So good.
And I just have a note here that says, remember that this is why we niche. When we get super narrow in our niche, it's so much easier to refer out and for people to refer back to you. So get uncomfortable with your niche. Get to the point where you're like, but I'm not going to be able to help anybody. But the thing is that when you're super, super clear, the universe can send you those people, and they're going to know that they're meant to work with you.
I love that. Get uncomfortable with your niche. Get so narrow that it gets uncomfortable.
Yes, that's totally a better way to put it. Get
that's such
so
a
narrow.
great tip.
All right, are we ready for key number 4? Wiggle in your chairs, and we're in the Zoom in the back. Let me see you move. Amazing. Okay, key number 4. Do your inner work. So here's the thing. Your clients are often a reflection of your inner world. So if you are working with a client and they don't feel in alignment, it's not always that they're not in alignment. It's that maybe they're there to teach you something. Because when you're working with clients, I guarantee you there are days where even when that client is like a perfect fit, they trigger you. That's okay. That's normal. Because we're all growing. We're all conscious human beings in business, and we are meant to grow and learn so that we can step forward and grow further so that we can support those clients even more. So what do I mean by doing your inner work? Be willing to tune in to what's causing you discomfort. Be willing to acknowledge what you're feeling, why you're feeling it, where you've felt it before. Because when you are willing to acknowledge that, when you're willing to go back in and really clean up all of the inner world, the outer world shifts drastically. Because our outer world is simply a reflection of our inner, and our inner is everything. Our inner is the most important place to start. When we take the time to take care of ourselves and clear up all of the things from inside, our outer world will reflect that to us. And I know this to be true because 5 years ago, I was in a really deep, dark place. Even when I was building my business, I would get to a point where I would feel like my husband didn't understand what I was doing, that he was trying to block me from creating the business that I really wanted. When I turned in and started using my tools and started really honoring what it was that I needed, he was completely supportive. I was perceiving my own inner stuff and plastering it on him. But when I took that blame back, when I took it in and I really sat with it, that's when things opened up for me. And the reflection that I get from him is beautiful. So I encourage you to use your own tools so that you can help your clients even further. Okay, so type in the comments below, I will use my own tools. Really claim the fact that you have support, that you can take care of yourself, that you can, in fact, you can love all of your clients because you're going to allow them to teach you what they need to teach you. And you're also going to allow them to be in alignment with you. So again, it's okay to refer them out if they don't align with you. However, it's also wonderful when they do trigger you to take it as a lesson, to take it as a learning, and to move forward with it. All right. We are on to our last key, and in my mind, it's kind of one of the most important ones. It is to have support. It is to have a community. And it is to know that when you are surrounded by like-minded healers and teachers and speakers and other people, that you're going to love your work. Because the thing is when you fall down into the mud or you're complaining about your clients, you're going to have that supportive community beside you to say, you know what, it sounds to me like maybe there's something going on that you need to look at. Or, you know what, I've got you. I'm going to hold you in this because I know how much it sucks right now because I've been there. You deserve to feel supported. You deserve to know that you are, in fact, able to always work with clients that you love, and it's really, really easy. And I know a lot of these tools don't simply teach you how to attract clients that you love, because it's all about the inner for me. It's all about knowing that what I reflect out is what I most need. So if I'm loving my clients, it means that I'm doing my work. If I'm loving my experience, it means that I've done what I need to get there. However, if I'm not feeling in alignment with my clients, I take a step back and I pause and I ask myself, what do I need to do? And more often than not, I need to reach out, which is why this is so important, because sometimes we can't see our own stuff. Sometimes we need support. So for those of you that are considering the Holistic Business Accelerator, I consider you to ask yourself, do I have a support system? Do I have a support system that truly understands what I'm doing and what I need? Because if not, this accelerator is going to be that place for you. It can be a really supportive network for you. It can be a place where you get the tools and the strategies to start attracting the clients you love and making the income you need, and it gifts you a community. This community has saved me. This community has given me so much support that I feel like I can fly with my business now, because I know that I am always supported, even when it feels crappy. So those are my 5 keys for you today. I hope that they resonated with you. I hope that you will take them away and know that you can have every single client be a beautiful, amazing experience, and that you deserve those clients.
Brittany, you are a master at working with clients and at leading and teaching. You're incredible. First of all, everyone, what did you learn? What was the number one thing that you learned from Brittany? Type it into the Facebook chat right now to anchor that learning. Say, I learned, even if you've written it already, say the number one thing that you learned. What is that thing? And Brittany, what is it that you are bringing in? So you have a special bonus gift for anybody who joins the Holistic Business Accelerator. And if you've already joined, yes, you're getting this gift too. Anybody who joins just today. So at the end of today, when we sign off the live stream, Brittany's bonus gift disappears. But when you join today, you get this bonus from Brittany. Brittany, tell us about your amazing bonus.
Yeah, so the bonus that I have for you is called the Sacred Balance Blueprint. And it is a 3-hour, 3-part series training all about how to feel calm, energized, and supported in your practice. It's going to teach you all of the tools and the strategies that you need to feel balanced. It's going to show you how to utilize your own tools and how to use simple strategies to really walk forward in your practice in a way that has you feeling amazing, that has you being able to attract your clients with ease, and simply just knowing that it doesn't have to be difficult.
Oh my gosh, this blueprint sounds incredible. So if you want the blueprint, type the word blueprint, type actually the phrase, I want the blueprint in the comments down below. Brittany, this blueprint is a $500 training and you're gifting it to everybody who's joining the Holistic Business Accelerator. So who's excited for the blueprint? Type the words excited in the comments down below. Do a little dance up here. We're going to be giving you some incredible gifts today. And remember, if you want this blueprint, consider joining the Holistic Business Accelerator today. It's an 8-week program. I'll tell you a little bit about it later. Brittany, it's such a kind gift, and you are truly a master at supporting people who are practitioners and healers along their journey. And everyone, Brittany is one of the trainers and coaches in the Holistic Business Accelerator. So you're going to get lots more of her. Who's excited for that? Do a little dance and a little sparkly fingers behind the scenes in Zoom for us. What do you see in Brittany? Let's type in a word or a phrase into the Facebook chat. What do you see in this incredible leader? Let's give her some love across the screen. She's amazing. Brittany, what would you leave our clients here today with? What's your a number one tip or words of inspiration to leave them with? And you're with us all day, so you're not leaving, but what's one thing that you want to take them home with?
To get out of your own way and to really lean in, because I'm sure a lot of you are considering, is this Holistic Business Accelerator going to support me? Is it really going to get me where I want? And I would ask you to consider coming at it from another place. If you don't do this, if you don't jump into this community and support, where will you be? And if you did, what is the benefit? What is the bonus? What can you get out of it? What do you most need in your life right now? Because I am 100% sure that this accelerator can help you do that. Whatever it is that you are seeking right now, there's a reason that you're here with us this week. And so I would encourage you to simply let the stories go, let the fear go, and ask yourself, if I jumped, what would happen? What's the best thing that could happen if I jumped?
These are good words of advice for your lives and your businesses. Thank you so much, Brittany, for coming on, taking the time to be with us here all day, and then also for sharing your wisdom and your expertise. You're an incredible leader, and you should go read those comments when we're done here, because this tribe gave you the most amazing love fest over in the comments. So
I'm so excited.
Definitely got to go see those. So Brittany, thank you so much. Let's all give her a round of sparkly fingers. I'm going to have another guest coming up here soon, June Reeves. But before that happens, let's give you another piece of the word puzzle. Are you ready for another piece of the word puzzle, everybody? And I'm not holding up the first one. So if you missed it, you got to go back and like ask somebody for it. Okay, we have a word puzzle going on today. And when you piece this together, you're going to be winning an incredible prize. And it is a long phrase. And I'm going to be giving you pieces of it throughout the day. So are you ready for part number 2? Drum roll, please. This is the second piece of the secret sentence puzzle. It's not just a word puzzle. It is a secret sentence. This is the second piece. Write that down, because one of you who pieces this entire sentence together is going to win. Let's have it one more time, so you could piece that together. I'm so excited for you all. And I have another tip for you. So let's go into the second tip. So the first one was start. The next one is, are you ready for it? Oh, hold on. I've got to pull my notes up again. Oh my gosh. Who's excited for the word puzzle? My notes disappear because I have them on my phone here. I've got all this technology going, and I have them on an iPad too. All right. So number 2. Oh, Brittany can tell us number 2. What's secret number 2? Here we go. I've got it. I found it.
Secret number 2 is serve people.
Serve people. I love it. So if you actually want clients, what have you got to do? You got to start by serving them. Start serving those people. Build relationships with them. Build long-term relationships with them. Don't just think of your clients as a one-time purchase or a one-time thing. Like, just, this isn't a one client stand kind of thing. Like, let's build did I just say that out loud on live? Let's build long-term relationships with people. Care about people. Be in it for the long term with your clients. Let them know that you actually care about them and want to see them getting results long term. And what that starts with is by serving them, serving people by giving them free gifts on your opt-in page, on your website opt-in page, for example. We'll teach you more about that in the accelerator, but give them a free gift on your website. Give them free weekly videos in your Facebook group. We'll teach you more about that too. Free gifts on your website, free weekly videos in your Facebook group, emails, at least weekly emails, maybe monthly for those of you who are really like, haven't been working your email list and are really afraid. How about if I say, let's do it monthly? And some of you are going to be doing a couple emails a week. Those are serving people, because when you email them, you're going to be giving them your best tips, your ideas, your recipes, your meditations, your visualizations, all the good things. You are going to be serving people. And when you are of service, you get out of your own way. So you actually get out of your own way when you're of service. And what that means is, how many of you have ever had a part of your ego that comes up and is like, oh, I'm not good enough to do business, or I'm not good enough to be the teacher, or I'm not smart enough or beautiful enough or a good enough speaker in order to help people? How many of you have ever had something along those lines come up, a voice in your head? I'm seeing so many of you nodding right now. When you are of service, you get all that out of the way. And you just show up as a leader. You show up in service, and you show up to help your clients. And that's one of the most powerful things that you could ever do, is really show up in service for your people. So being of service also means that you won't end up being salesy. How many of you are afraid of being like that pushy, salesy energy when it comes to your business? And that's why you shy away from marketing or promotion. Raise your hand up if you shy away. Type in the comments below if you shy away from marketing or promotion because you don't want to be salesy. Well, when you are of service, there's no way that you could be salesy, because you're just showing up in generosity and giving and service. And that's what has clients turning around and seeking you out, is by you showing up, being in service. And that's when people will start to ask you, hey, do you have something going? Do you have a program? Or what do you offer? Because I really want to work with you, because they're magnetized towards you because you're just being of service. And so those are the top ways that you can be of service, is doing emails, posts, videos, host a group, be there for your people, do free sessions for them. We'll teach you more about that in the Holistic Business Conference that's happening in December. Host sessions where they can get to know you and your services. So be of service, and also guide people. And I'm going to be teaching you more about this later, but guide people down the pathway towards paying you in such a way that it feels absolutely true and authentic and real for you and for them. You never have to worry about being salesy when you follow the system that I teach. And for sure, I do not want to be that way myself. So you know that what I teach you comes from a place of authentic alignment, that I'm not going to be out there being like, I'm going to be super salesy. That feels gross. But if I can feel that I'm offering something that's of value, and for sure I'll get nervous every time because I'm a real human that cares. I'll get nervous every time I invite somebody to work with me. However, I'm showing up in service. It's not about me, it's about them. It's about their lives being changed. So how many of you feel like you want to be of more service? Raise your hand up. Let's do hearts across the screen. Even if you're watching on Facebook, you can make the screen heart with us. All right, so be of service. And speaking of service, I have an incredible guest who's coming on to join us to share some of her wisdom and talk about the results that she's been having. And you're going to love her. June Reeves is an Indigenous woman of Secwepemc descent, and she's a wife, a mother, and a grandmother. And she brings so much wisdom to our community. She's a descendant of powerful women healers, and it's part of what she does in the world right now. And she's the CEO and owner of 2 thriving businesses. That's why I brought her in today. She's a personal coach, a certified herbalist. I actually keep by my desk one of her herbal myths that she gave to me. It's really amazing. And she's an entrepreneur with 30 years experience. So she's going to be bringing some wisdom to you at all as well. So June, it's so good to have you. Thank you for being here.
Oh, it's so good to be here. Thank you very much for this opportunity to speak. And Brittany, I have to say, you are amazing. You're just amazing. I love listening to your teachings.
Aw, I love the gratitude flowing around this group. It's so amazing. So June, why don't you tell everybody just a little bit more about you, what you do, and your business journey?
My business is Medicine Woman's Way, and in this business, I use Indigenous women to heal your spirit. I also use different Indigenous practices to guide you to heal your spirit, and my herbal medicines, which I have been using for quite a number of years. And Elizabeth did say that I come from a long line of healers. My great grandmother was a healer, and she taught my mother, and my mother in turn taught me some of what she knew. So I come from a line of healers. I'm really excited to be able to pick this up in my business and to share it with my clients.
Thank you so much, June. You're incredible. Would you be willing to share some of the challenges that you've faced in your business, so that everybody can know that they're not alone in their businesses?
Oh my goodness. I love doing things for myself. So that means I have a lone wolf attitude. I find it very difficult to ask others for help and to get their guidance. But in Women's Holistic Business Academy, I found such a great group of female and male leaders in holistic businesses, and I know I can depend on them for guidance, for support, different types of support. So my biggest challenge, I believe, is being a lone wolf.
Oh, you're not alone in the lone wolfing. So many of us. Type in the comments down below, everyone, if you lone wolf as well. Type that in, I lone wolf. And everybody behind the scenes here in Zoom is like putting their hands up saying, yeah, we've been lone wolfing. And I think we are on the verge of a new era where we're stepping away from that and into connection and community. So what has been the greatest support to you, and what kind of results have you been having in your business as a result of using the tools that we teach?
When I started my business in 2014, I believe it was, I was doing it off the side of my desk. And 2 years ago, I decided to do it full time. 1 year ago, I joined the academy, and I found such amazing support in the academy. And my I've been able to clarify my vision for my business because I wanted to serve everyone. I wanted to be able to help everyone, but now I have a more clear vision, and I also have steps to take to make sure my business, I can share my business with the community, different communities.
I'm so glad that you've been able to put those pieces in place, because the work that you do in the world, June, is so valuable. It's so needed right now, and it's sacred. And I'm grateful and honored to have you as part of our community. June's blessed our community and our retreats, and you just bless us every time that you join us, June. Your wisdom and your guidance really shows through. So I'm glad that you got the tools, because there are women out there who are their lives are being helped and changed because of the work that you do. And that's powerful. Yeah. Oh,
Thank
I'm
you.
so glad. So what would you leave our guests here with today? Maybe a word of wisdom or a tip for them in their business?
Oh my goodness. Take action every day, whether it's 5 minutes or 10 minutes, but take action every day, because when you take action, you get much closer to your goal. I carry a notebook with me wherever I go, and every time a thought comes to my head, I write it down. That way, I don't forget what I can insert into my business. So taking notes is very important to me, and yeah, and just leaning on the support of the academy.
Thank you so much, June, for that wisdom and that advice. Everybody get yourself a notebook if you don't already have one, and lean into our support. June, thank you so much for being here, and you're staying on to continue
Oh
to learn
yes,
with us behind the scenes for a bit here. And I just appreciate your time so much.
thank
Everyone,
you.
what
Yay.
incredible medicine woman, type it in the comments down below. Let's have a love fest for June Reeves and look her up. She's incredible. Healing the medicine women's way. Type in the comments down below right now what you see in June. And June, again, thank you so much for being here, and check out those comments.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
You're so welcome. All right. When I think back to how much I lone wolfed and how challenging my journey was, I know that I'm not alone, because so many of you I hear from have tried to walk the path alone. And I even remember thinking at one point, like hearing about business trainings and thinking, those people have got to be nuts, because I am already busy enough and I am not going to take training. But years later, when I started to invest in business training, I realized that it actually freed time up for me. And it made me feel like I was on track and I had a system and a plan to follow. And it's why I created the Holistic Business Accelerator, to give you a system, a plan, and a community of support that you can follow along with, get things done, and really live your business dreams. So I'm going to try something really high tech here and share with you the Holistic Business Accelerator. Many of you have heard of it already. So this will be a review for some of you, and some of you might be hearing about it for the first time. It's an 8-week program, and it gets started this week. We get started on Thursday, and it's really specifically for healers and coaches, for spiritual teachers and leaders, to activate their business, activate their online presence, and to step into their business dreams. So we're going to do our best and see if we can share a screen. Yeah, let's try this. This is high tech, everyone. Oh my gosh, is it working? I think it's working. This is the Holistic Business Accelerator. Oh my gosh, this is high tech and it's working. So it's truly for you if you're ready to grow your following, if you're ready to reach people that you want to reach and that you want to work with. And you want to market yourself, but you want to do it in a way that feels in alignment with who you are. You don't want to feel sticky or salesy or pushy, but you want to Learn to market and soulfully promote your work so that you can do the work that you're meant to do because it's time for you. So the 8-week Holistic Business Accelerator is going to help you to ignite your business, to activate your heart and your following so that you can have a business that truly supports you. So get ready, everyone. You're going to be building your business in alignment with who you truly are in the 8-week Holistic Business Accelerator. It's going to help you build your customer base. It's going to help you with your marketing, with your promotion, with getting in front of the clients who are ready and willing to invest in you and invest in themselves through you. You can see this one picture here is one of the Zoom classes that we had recently, a special retreat. It's amazing. And it's all online, so you can join from anywhere. And I want to tell you a little bit about what is included. So you get 8 masterclass trainings, one every single week. We meet usually on Tuesdays. This week we start on Thursday. The first one you get is the Holistic Marketing Workshop. And in this Holistic Marketing Workshop, you're going to get your vision. You're going to clarify who you're here to serve and what you're here to do. And with that, you're going to be able to attract the clients that you really want to attract and that you really love working with. Now, remember, these weekly masterclass trainings are live. So a lot of courses are pre-recorded. This is live, which is what makes it really special. So you'll get the results that you want, and you're going to be able to create an income from what you really love to do with this Holistic Marketing Workshop. We get started this Thursday, October 29th. So I'm really excited to have so many of you jumping in. In the second module or the second week, you're going to learn to magnetize your following, because so many of you have said you just wish that your clients would find you and you wouldn't have to go out and find them. So in this training, you're going to learn how to create a lead magnet that magnetizes your clients, or an opt-in gift that has people signing up to your email list so that you can reach them and serve them in the best way possible. And truly, you will have, like I wrote here, a steady stream of clients. So you have a waiting list anytime that you need more income. In the third module, you're going to learn how to create your own profit-producing website in client attracting websites. So to make sure that you're creating a website that reaches people and serves them, but that you don't end up wasting thousands of dollars on. Like, this kind of website can truly be produced for about 20 bucks. So your website is a powerful tool for your business. I'm really loving how this is working with the screen share. It's really high tech. We're actually sharing that from a phone right now. Okay, week number 4, we'll teach you how to do all this behind the scenes stuff as well. In week number 4, you're going to learn how to create client capturing emails so that once you have your client base and following, you're going to learn how to consistently connect with your clients to keep them engaged and calling you for more sessions, because that's an important part as well. So your email list is one of the most important pieces of your business. We're going to teach you how to make money from that email list. In week number 5, module number 5, you're going to learn how to put together your own client attracting Facebook group so that you can create your own loyal following that you can tap into for clients. Anytime that you need clients, you can tap into that. And as I wrote here, Facebook was created for people to connect with each other. So you'll learn the behind the scenes tools and algorithms of Facebook so that you can use it to connect with your potential future clients. And you're going to have so much fun creating your own Facebook groups. In week number 6 is the Video Genius training. It's going to be, and it's client serving videos that you'll be creating. It's a visibility breakthrough for you as well, because you'll be learning to create videos that feel easeful. Even if you've never made videos before and they scare you a little bit, I'll be teaching you how to create your own videos so that you can connect with your clients and build those long-term relationships with them. And it's all about connecting and attracting your clients long-term and creating income from what you love. This 8-week accelerator is going to get you there quickly. All right, in week 7, you're going to learn how to create high-end programs, packages, and courses. That picture is me in Hawaii, by the way. There are a bunch of fun pictures that I've sprinkled in here. So you're going to become ready to put together your courses and programs so that you can create long-term sustainable income from them. And you're going to learn how to sell those and market those to people in this module. This could be one of the most important modules that you get here. Like, this is worth the price of the course alone. So in this training, you're truly going to be learning step by step how to create your social media presence, gain your following, attract abundance of clients. All right. And then in week number 8 is launching for purpose and profit, so that you can set yourself up for next year being an abundant, beautiful, wonderful year that 2020 wasn't for some of you. And you're ready to make a shift. And in week number 8, we're going to get you ready, because this happens in December. And you'll be attracting an abundance of clients, and then you'll know exactly what step to take next with them. That's one of the most important things. And the Holistic Business Accelerator is truly everything that you need to build your business one step at a time, to build your following, and to activate that steady stream of clients so that you can really, truly do what you love. And this program is going to give you the support and the accountability to make sure that you stay on track and out of overwhelm. And just like I've written here, you have so much in your heart. You're multi-creative and passionate. You have all the modality trainings, and now you just need the business training. So there are a couple of other things that we're including in this program, but let's just see what's next over here, because we might be, yeah, perfect. So you're getting a ticket to the Holistic Business Conference. We're including this as a bonus. The Holistic Business Conference is our annual 3-day event, and this year it is all online. It's a 3-day business building intensive where you'll create your own transformational programs and courses that your clients can't wait to buy. You'll master authentic selling, that way of offering and inviting people to work with you that feels in total alignment with you. And I love this one. You're going to get your entire business plan on one sheet of paper and crystal clear. How many of you would love to have that? That's all happening in the conference. So this 3-day event is incredible. And the tickets to that are $600 normally. So we're gifting you a ticket to that. And it's all online, which I totally love. Another bonus that we're including is the weekly mastermind for you to get Q&A, accountability, support, for you to master the technology and get the guidance that you need to step-by-step work through the pieces. Like, we're not just going to give you training and then set you out on your own to try to figure it out. Every single week you'll be coming together. There are 5 of these. You come together every week to have your questions answered, to figure out the technology pieces, and to take one step at a time. This mastermind is so valuable. And the Holistic Business Accelerator is truly going to get you on track for 2020. You're going to secure your business. You're going to secure your income. And you are going to be creating a life and a business that's in total alignment with who you are and that supports you and your family. You're going to learn simple tools to enjoy a thriving practice, a thriving business, full group programs, whatever it is that you do. And we're going to help you build your client base. So remember the pricing for this course. Some of you have already heard it. The normal price is $1,200 for this training, including all the bonuses. And trainings like this are often $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. But we wanted to make it really easy for you to say yes. For you to say yes to your confidence, to the strategies and the plan to serve your clients and make money online. So are we going to do another bonus, or does it flip right to the pricing? Let's just see. There we go. Perfect. It does come to the pricing. So because you're in Client Attraction Secrets and Client Experts live stream, the price is just $797 for 8 weeks of training and all the bonuses that we're including. Now, if you want to split it into two, you can see you can split it into two. And then I have a little note here. If you are joining from outside of Canada, you don't want to pay our Canadian taxes, even though you would love to get our Canadian country and be an amazing Canadian. Paying the tax does not make you Canadian, so you don't want that. So if you're joining from the US or the UK or anywhere else in the world, you're going to just want to click that outside Canada button. And it's just one pay option there for you. All right. And because we know everything's better with a buddy, we're also including a ticket to the Women's Holistic Business Conference for your colleague or a friend. And this training is going to really help you to build your business one step at a time. Second bonus you get is that we know that you're going to need some help with your videos, with getting clarity, confidence, and poise on camera, because the world has changed. So much is online now, and there's an opportunity for you to get online with your clients and to serve them one-on-one healing or leading groups and teaching online. So we're going to give you a gift. It's called the Holistic Video Mastery Training Course. And we'll scroll to that one. There it is. The Holistic Video Mastery course is a 12-module course. And you're going to be learning how to make powerful videos that connect with your clients. And I'm bringing together everything that I've learned in a decade of videos, video making and video errors, and also high-level interviews that I have done and leading online for thousands of hours and bringing that to you in the Holistic Video Mastery course. I'm really excited about including that for you. It's a $1,000 training course, and it is a bonus when you sign up. All right, we're including another bonus that is the Facebook group Ninja Training. You get to master how to set up your own group on Facebook that you can tap into anytime you need clients. And you'll have a lot of fun and a sense of purpose. Now, remember, one of the modules we focus on Facebook groups, but this Facebook group Ninja Training is 8 modules of its own. So you're going to need all of these modules. They'll walk you through step by step all of the pieces of Facebook. So I'm really excited to gift you that as well. And it's another $1,000 course. So another thing that when you pay in full, I think this might be the next one. When you pay in full, we are going to give you a one-on-one coaching session. There's a lot of other things that are included in this as well, like the course manuals and study guides and the tip sheets and PDFs. Those are all included for you as well. And if you're a VIP, you've already seen one of our workbooks that are really helpful, and those are all included. And like I was saying, the one-on-one coaching session, when you pay in full, you get a bonus of a coaching session with one of our amazing coaches like Coach Brittany or Coach Kristen, who will be on here teaching you later. And some of you have met, and Lauren will be coming on here shortly as well. And you'll meet her. These are the amazing coaches in the program. You're going to get a coaching session with one of them, and that's going to help you to clarify your plan, to create the business you desire. And you're going to leave that coaching session with a total clear action plan for what your next steps are. So I'm really excited for that coaching session. All right, more bonuses. I just love throwing in all these bonuses because I know that they're needed when you're working on your business. So we're putting in our tech tutorial library. This is, I love what I wrote here, is the best kept secret of the Women's Holistic Business Academy. It's all of our Tech Made Easy tutorials. There are over 60 of them in this library, and it grows every week because we keep adding to it as things update and shift and change. Everything from how to set up your Facebook account or Facebook group, to how to set up and use Zoom for one-on-one healing, to how to get your online booking calendar going so your clients can book with you, payment systems, opt-in pages. It's all there in the library for you. And we're going to give you immediate access to the tech library. So you're going to love that. It's another $1,000 value. And one more thing that you get is the Facebook community that's specifically for the Holistic Business Accelerator. So this is a group that you can tap into to ask your business questions, to post your logos and get feedback on them, to post your titles of your workshops and your talks or your free opt-in gifts, or to post a copy of your website and have the community check it for you. This is the dedicated group of people in business. And this is a group unlike any other. The networking and connection and support you'll get in that group is truly priceless. So there's so many amazing things that you get in this. There's one thing that I don't have, or maybe I do have on this page. Did I make a value recap? Maybe I did. And you already heard about the coaching session, so we can just jump through that. If you already have your website going, you'll refine your website. If you already have a Facebook group going, you will refine those things. So I just invite you to say yes to your business dreams. I know that times have been really crazy, and I would love to have the honor of walking with you for the next 8 weeks to clarify and support your business dreams. We're going to get all your online basics set up, and most importantly, your holistic marketing and soulful promotion moving so that you can reach the people that you're here to reach. Every step of your way, every step of your path in your business for the next 8 weeks, we're going to be supporting you on. And in the final week of that is the Holistic Business Conference, the 3-day event. And there's just one more thing as well. If you do the work, I know the times have been crazy. If you do the work and you tap in and you take action and you implement the steps, and in the first 2 weeks you haven't gotten anything out of it, we'll give you your money back. So I just wanted to make it easy for you to say yes and not feel like you were taking any risks there. So if you're not satisfied, we'll give you your money back. And if you have the desire to talk to somebody, you're like, I'm not 100% sure, but I really want to join, you can talk to a coach. Now, we're going to drop the link to join in the chat of Zoom and of Facebook so that you can just jump in. Now, remember, you're also going to get Brittany's $500 Sacred Balance Blueprint. So you're going to get that as well. And I just invite you to jump in. So I think we can just go out of the screen now. Yeah. I invite you to consider what your life would be like at the end of this year if you were to train with us for 8 weeks. You've gotten so much out of this week. Imagine if we could keep the momentum going and just have the next 8 weeks be even better. Imagine where you'll be at the end of this year if you say yes. So the link to join is womensholisticbusinessacademy.com/accelerator. And our team is typing it into the Zoom, which you might have to copy it, highlight it, and then paste it into a browser. I don't know if you can click from Zoom. And then you can also join in Facebook. It's huge value. Yeah, it is. I'm giving so much. I'm really, truly giving you, if you add up all the bonuses, it's over $7,100 in bonuses. And with Brittany's, now we've brought it up even more. Like, it's really incredible. So I'm excited for you all to get the Sacred Balance Blueprint. I mean, that's almost worth the price of the course alone, the Sacred Balance Blueprint and the conference. So you can click that link. And I just know that you do have the ability to work on your business. You do have what it takes to step into whatever your dreams are. And you just need a community around you and some simple step-by-steps to make that shift to get you there. And I'm really excited to welcome so many of you who have already joined into the Holistic Business Accelerator. Now I have another guest for you, so let's all take a deep breath. Yes. Oh, Junie, thank you so much for that. Thanks for being here. Let's go over to our next amazing guest. Lauren Hazel is incredible, and she is here in the comments. Let me just bring her on. She is a healer, a yoga teacher, a Reiki practitioner, and an intuitively guided creatrix. I just love that word. She offers deep healing and freeing transformations to her clients, and the women that she works with are so lucky to have her. She's also a coach and trainer with the Women's Holistic Business Academy, so you're going to get her behind the scenes as well. And she offers the results of extensive studies alongside her personal experience of building a juicy and satisfying life from scratch. That's incredible. And so that you can get your happiness. So this is the work that she does with her clients. Lauren Hazel, it's so excellent to have you here.
Well, thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here, front side of the camera with you. I've been cheering on behind the camera for the last week. And so it's so great to be here, seeing your face and smiling at you.
Oh, it's so good to have you. Thank you so much. So why don't you just jump in? I already told people a little bit about you, but it's always good to hear it in your own words. Why don't you just jump in and tell everybody what you do?
Oh, that's so huge. I think at the essence of it, what I do is help women reclaim and reconnect to the power that we all have. I think as holistic women, we all, know the patriarchy. We're all pretty self-aware enough already of so much of the stories that we start to absorb since the moment we come earthside, really. And so what I have done in my own life, a short story was I was raised in a cult and I escaped really in my early 20s and had no life skills, completely just disconnected from my body, from my sexuality, from my creativity, from anything. So I had to really go in and be like, who do I want to be in this world? What makes me happy? What unique gifts do I have? So I am so passionate because tuning into that work has completely changed my life. Like I don't even have the words for it. So that's really my passion, is to help women do the same so that they can live a deep, juicy, passionate life and achieve their dreams. And that's what I do right now as a part of the Academy, because for a lot of us, a part of our dreams is helping shape the world through our businesses.
Shaping the world through our businesses. Can somebody write that down? Because that's so powerful. It's really incredible, Lauren. And what kind of challenges have you walked through? And especially this year with COVID, and I know that you've got a little boy, and just like what kind of things have you walked through in your business that have been most challenging for you?
I want to say on a very deep level, self-doubt, which I know is ironic, but we always do the work we most need ourselves, which is why we're passionate about it. I think that for so long I knew, like yourself, that there's something on my heart, but I didn't know how to get that out. I didn't have the strategy to it. And so I would often block myself and get really down if I didn't nail it every single time. And at the same time, because I knew I needed to nail it every single time, I just wouldn't do anything. So it was this really, I was my biggest challenge in my business, right? But over the last year, especially, I've been working with you for 2.5 years. Time's just a construct anyway. And where was I going with that?
We got lost in time because I was like, you have been with us for 2 years. And
I was just like, that feels so much longer.
It feels so
I
good.
want to say through this last year, especially with so many different things we didn't see coming, COVID, I've really realized that I can never be off my path. I can never not be achieving my dreams if I'm just honoring and connected to myself. And in a world of business, staying connected, staying aligned, that is not an easy thing to do. So I've really appreciated having the strategy, the balance, and the community support to help me stay in alignment.
That was going to be my next question. Like, what has supported you the most? What has helped you the most? And what kind of results have you been having in your life and your business as a result of being here with us?
I want to say 2 things are coming through to me very clearly. Is one, I love having like a very clear breakdown that doesn't feel like Wolf of Wall Street-y, of business, that I can learn and I can absorb, and it makes sense, and I can go, okay, I can use this piece now, and when I'm ready, I can implement something else. That helps me feel balanced. That helps me feel in control of building my business as a pace that aligns with my energy level. So then I know we all know that feeling of feeling behind. That's a gross feeling. And that sucks the joy out of serving people. So learning the balance and knowing that the structure is here, it's recorded, I have a buddy, I have a friend, this makes sense. I can see the big picture and I have the next steps. That's a beautiful combination. And then the second piece that has been the most supportive is the connections and relationships that I've built within the Academy. There's been times I got on my buddy call or on a coaching call or training, receiving extra training so that I can be my best coach to all of my little business babies, where it's just like not anything necessarily directly business related, but it's a piece of me and therefore it's related to my business. And just having a community to hold and receive that is amazing, because it's too much to ask for our partners to do that. Right?
That's such a good point.
That's
Our
an
partners think
unfair
we're
expectation of our partners, of our families, to be able to do their own thing, be their own people, and support our big vision. No, don't do that to them. Don't do that to you. It's just going to be disappointment. It's not fair. So I really appreciated having the community, for sure.
That's some wisdom right there. It's like our partners and families can't really know our visions or hold our visions. But when you get surrounded by others who have the similar vision, that like-minded, or I think it was Rochelle said the other day, not just like-minded, but like frequency. So I really love that. That's so good. So what would you recommend to everybody? What's another tip that you would leave us here with today? Because all of Lauren, you have a way with words that's incredible, and you're so wise in your leadership. So tell us another tip that you would like to share before we sign you off.
Be brave enough to get real with yourself. Sit down, write out what you want. It was like, what do you want? Like, really, what are you scared to write on that paper? What are you willing to claim for yourself? And realize what you need to get there. I can remember 2 years ago, I was just starting training with you. I was sitting at my dining table. You had plugged me into visioning what my biggest vision was. And I was scared to write and even say out loud to my now husband that I wanted to be a homeowner. I was raised in a rented house. There's nothing wrong with that, but it felt so impossible. And I'm moving into my first home that I just bought in a month. So I don't
Lauren,
care
you're
how
giving me
big it is.
goosebumps. You're making me cry over here because it's
I'm
so
making
powerful.
me cry, and I'm not even going to apologize for it. So get real with yourself. What do you want? What, if anything could happen, what do you want? And know that you can get it. You just need to figure out how. And we're here to help you figure that out with the most love and support and the most gentlest kick in your cute little butt.
Lauren, you're incredible. And everybody's going to be so lucky to have you behind the scenes in the Holistic Business Accelerator, coaching them and guiding them with your wisdom and your grace and your amazingness. I adore you. I'm so proud of the steps that you've taken over the past couple of years. And I'm so proud of how I see you putting everything into action. And then you are turning around and helping all of our clients in this program. They're so lucky to have you.
Oh, it's been such an honor. Thank you.
Yeah, and thank you for taking the time to jump on here today and be with us. And let's give Lauren some love across the screen, everyone. Type into the Facebook comments, what do you see in her? What did you gain out of what she just shared? Give her some beams of love and gratitude across the screen. And if you're in Zoom with me, you can hold your hands up to Lauren. Thank you again, Lauren.
Anytime.
So amazing. And then follow along. I just want to welcome some of you into the program. So I'm going to start with Shelly and Arlana and Cindy and Aubrey and Lauren have all jumped in, and I've got some more I'm going to be sharing with you afterwards, but I want to welcome those of you who are jumping in. There's so many of you. That's just the first piece of the list. I have another guest who's going to be coming on soon, but I have another word for our secret sentence contest. I have another part of the sentence. Are you ready for it? Everybody drum roll, please, because I know that you all want to win this prize. This is the next word. I'm not popping up the ones that have already gone. So if you missed one, you're out of luck, or you got to find a buddy. Are you ready for the next piece of the sentence? Here it is. Write that down. This is part 3, I believe. No, part 3 of the secret sentence. Once this word goes away, I will not pop it back up again. And whoever can complete the sentence by the end of the day is going to be the winner of an incredible flash prize. All right, so I have another guest. We're just full of guests today. I invite you all to take a deep breath, wiggle in your chairs. We've been going for a while here, stretch, and also if you're able to stand, you can stand and wiggle and move and stretch and breathe. That's why I created the standing space for today. Okay, so our next guest is one of my favorite people on the planet, as you all are, but one of my extra favorite people on the planet. I mean, Who doesn't love someone who is known as the pink billionaire? So JB Owen is a fearless female leader. She's got so much heart, and she's a highly successful megapreneur. She's a world-class speaker. She's carved out time on her schedule to be with us here today. This is really incredible. She's a best-selling author and a powerful business owner. Known as the Pink Billionaire, her highly acclaimed message is simple. Live without limits, ignite your life, and be exceptional. JB, welcome. It's so good to have you here. I'm so excited to have you.
Oh, thank you. Great intro. Hi, thank you. Can you hear me okay? All good?
We can hear you perfectly. We can see you. You're gorgeous. You're amazing. I'm so excited to have you on this journey. I know I say a little bit about who you are and what you do, but why don't you just jump in and tell from your own heart and soul who you are and what you're up to in the world.
Thank you. Well, I love to say that I'm like the fabulous, fierce, feminine side of business because I love being on that pink side. That's why I call myself the pink billionaire in the making, because really it's all about what's possible. And I've just been working fearlessly with women for over 2 decades. And I'm an incredibly privileged individual to be publishing amazing stories by individuals around the world, telling their ignite moments, their powerful, transformational moments that change their life.
And those are just some of the book covers from the books that you have published. Hundreds of authors right behind you, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
we've been so privileged. We've done 12 international best-selling books in over 13 countries, over 100 categories on Amazon. And we did that in just over 12 months. Over 600 authors have come through our platform, and we just have been devoted to and dedicated to igniting people and allowing them to share their really powerful stories.
And if any of you have dreams of being a writer, of writing your own book or writing a collaborative book, you're definitely going to want to stay in tune with JB. JB, what have been some of the challenges that you've walked through in your business so that these women who are watching can really understand that it's not all pink and sparkly, but that we've walked through challenges as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not that many years ago, 2015, I was, probably at my very, very lowest, just come out of an extremely abusive relationship. I had been robbed and assaulted. I was a single mom. I hadn't received any child support for over 5 years. The school was going to fail my son, not let him into the next grade. And I just was at that precipice of like, please, something needs to shift. Something really needs to change. And what needed to change, and I tell people this all the time, was just not one thing, but everything. Sometimes you get to that point in your life where it's not one little increment that's going to make the change. It's like, okay, we are flicking the switch on all things and we are changing our lives in every possible way, getting rid of old habits, overcoming limiting beliefs, and really getting committed to the goal and the vision. What's the purpose? What is it you want to do? How do you want to make an impact on the planet? And how can you do that first by working from within?
You've walked the journey, you've come out the other side, and you have so much wisdom to share. So I would like to hand you the floor so that you can share with our audience some of the things that are your best tips for them in business. This training is all about attracting their clients, finding their purpose, and really living their vision in their lives. So what are the wisdoms that you're bringing to us today?
Well, I really want to talk about visualization. I know it's kind of a corny thing, but recently this summer, I decided to get up off the couch, 16 pounds overweight from COVID, and I decided to cycle across Canada. I had no training. I wasn't experienced. My bike was in the garage getting cobwebs, but I just really wanted to be my own experiment about pushing the limits on what is possible. To make the 5,000K ride, we needed to do about 150K a day. And I'd never cycled 150K. I mean, I'd cycled 40K, maybe after work, leisurely. So I started visualizing and seeing myself and conditioning myself as getting on the bike, making the ride, doing it, seeing the road, seeing the horizon, seeing the pedals, really concentrating on my body, the muscles, and everything that I needed to do. And the very first day of our ride, we did 98 kilometers on the first day, and I felt phenomenal. And what I realized was that my body was just ready to do it because I had visualized it before. I had seen every aspect of it. I'd seen myself doing it. And I think a lot of times what we do when we visualize is we visualize worst case scenarios, or we visualize what's going to protect us, or we visualize maybe not making it, or maybe not getting the client, or maybe the person not saying yes. And I really want to flip the switch on that and share with with your viewers that by visualizing it, by seeing the person already wanting to work with you, by seeing your book published, by seeing yourself on stage, by seeing your bank account wherever it is you want to be, by seeing your body as healthy as you want to be, literally living in that experience will allow your brain to start creating it, start manifesting it. And a lot of research has been done where athletes, for example, have visualized making the basket and then have practiced making the basket, and both groups did equally the same amount of improvement simply by visualizing it. So that would be the number one thing. If you can see it, you can make it happen. If you can envision it, you can create it.
If you can envision it, if you can see it, everyone, you can make it happen. So type in the comments below, what is it that you want to see in your business? What do you want to create? And it's like Lauren was talking to us before, is like, what are you afraid to even write down? But write that down and start to visualize it. JB, what else would
It's really
you?
powerful to have those goals. And I like to tell people it's target, goal, and then possibility goal. So we all have a target. We want to, land.
Can you tell us a
10
little bit
clients.
more about?
Yep. So your target is your sort of your tangible. I want 10 new clients. I want, $5,000 in my bank account. I want to finish my funnel. I want to create my landing page. I want to finish my 5-week course. So this is your target. And when you have a target, that's what you're working towards. The next step is your goal. Your goal is a lot bigger. That's your sort of MTP, your bigger defining purpose. Your goal is, I want to help humanity. I want to build an orphanage. I want, 10,000 people to go through my program. Your goal is that bigger version, and your goal needs to be attached to what's in it for your client. It's so important that you know what's in it for them. And I talk a lot because business is my thing. The number of people you serve equals your bank account. So just think about that. The number of people you serve equals the number in your bank account. So if you're serving a small number of people, honestly, your bank account's going to be small. If you think big, and that's where we get into possibility goals, what's possible for you? Let's stretch that goal. You want 10,000 people to go for your program? Let's stretch it. What would it look like to get 100,000 people through your program? What's possible. If anything could be given to you, if life was just available, if money didn't matter, if time was effortless, what would be that possibility goal? And go for that one.
The big possibility goal. This is just making me so excited because I'm excited to see what all of you would write down here. Like, what is that biggest dream? And JB, you pull us forward. Even as you're speaking, I'm like, I'm feeling my own goals start to expand. And it's really, really exciting.
It's really powerful to make a possibility goal. And I tell people this all the time, because if you have a big goal up here and you aim for this and you come up short, you only came up short, but you're still up here. If your goal is down here and you make a safe goal and just a realistic goal or something you can reach, and you come short of that, then you're probably going to be pretty disappointed with yourself. So stretch your goals. Anything is absolutely possible for you. In fact, I want you to, for one moment, think how incredible the world would be as if we were all living in our possibilities. And the world wants you to do your gift. It's totally possible for you to have the utmost experience that you're going for. So stretch that goal, go for your possibility goal. And then if whatever happens, you come up a little bit short, oh well, because if you're aiming for 100,000 and you get 98 or 75 or 60 versus 10, oh well, I'll take that.
This is incredible. Everybody write down possibility goals, because it's true. Like you're going further and you're reaching further. It reminds me of that phrase that I've heard, that shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. But I think it's actually like shoot for the stars, like go as far and as big as you can. And you really remind us of that.
Yeah, and don't be afraid. I mean, people will, whenever somebody says like, that's not possible, people told me, you can't cycle across Canada. That's not possible. That's COVID. You're not allowed. You can't do that. You're 50. You've never cycled before. When anyone tells you what you can't do, just look at them with compassion, because that's their limits. That's not yours.
That's their limits. That's not yours. I just got chills because there's so many of us who have business dreams or ideas, and we're thinking, I want to do this thing. I want to help people. And so many of the women here who are holistic healers and coaches and leaders, they have a goal that's outside the norm. Kind of like you were saying, JB, like you have a goal that was outside the norm. You want to cycle across Canada at 50 during COVID, having no biking experience. These women have the same kind of thing going on. They're like, I want to help people heal. I want to start a business. I want to I want to be a spiritual teacher or a leader. And to them, that feels like a big thing. So what are some other things that they can do to support themselves if they start to stretch into their possibility goals?
So I'm always talking about the 1% rule. If you wake up every day and you do 1% more than you did yesterday, just 1%. Like when I was cycling, I did 98K. And then the next day it was like, okay, I'm going to just try to do 1% more. I'm just going to do 1% more. I'm just going to do a few more kilometers. And let me tell you, by the end, we were doing 170K. We even did a 200-kilometer day. That was 7.5 hours on the bike. And I'll admit it was not hard. We just incrementally each day we got better and better. So think about it. If you can do your website 1% more, if you can get up and you can give 1% more into your copy, into the text you need to write, 1% more into doing a little bit more research about how to do your sales funnel, 1% more about giving your customer just a little bit more than the next person. After 30 days, you've given 30% more. After 60 days, 60% more. 3 months, 90 days is a 90% improvement. Can you imagine how really 3 months isn't very long, and yet you've reached a 90% improvement and an increase in what you're doing today by just doing 1% more?
I was hoping you would talk about this because it has stuck with me since the first time I heard you talk about it. And it's just that 1%. And that's something I was telling everybody before in terms of some of the tools that we're learning today is just like start, take action, do daily actions. And it's the 1%. And I remember last time you shared this with our community, they were talking about it for months, like 1% more, 1% more each day.
Yeah. I think my third tip would be get a mentor like yourself. I mean, Elizabeth is an incredible support system, and we all need mentors, especially now with what's going on in the world. Having a mentor, having a community, having someone to just pull you along a little bit. I heard a really great quote last week when I was at a conference. It said, a webinar conference, I guess. It said, don't listen to the people who are behind you. And it's a little bit harsh, but it's like, don't listen to the people that are behind you. Listen to the people that pull you forward. And they were saying, friend forward, business forward, fall forward, try a new program forward, like constantly be moving forward. Don't look back. Don't listen to people who are behind you. Just listen to the people who are ahead of you and go forward in your business. And I know that, Elizabeth, you provide such incredible support. And that's what we all need right now, because if we each sort of, hook arms with each other and get together and build our businesses up, we all will rise together, and that will change humanity.
Everyone, we will rise together, and that will change humanity. It's one of the things that I repeat is that phrase, rise together. So I'm so glad that you said that, JB. I love that image of hooking arms and going together. And thank you for your kind words. Now you're giving a bonus gift to everybody who's joining the Holistic Business Accelerator. Remember, if you've already joined, you get all these gifts that we're adding in. And JB, tell us a little bit about the bonuses that you're giving.
Well, as I said, I love business. Like, business is my main passion. I love making money. I'm not going to be afraid to say it. I love thinking about things. I love deconstructing things. I'm so much a formula person. And I know that business is a formula. Your funnel is a formula. Your sales structure is a formula. And if you can learn the formula, it takes so much of the guessing out of it. And so one of the things I've created is a business mastery monthly program. And so we do every month, we send you this incredible blueprint for 21 days to do your work and a workbook. And so that is free to all of your guests. They get a free 4 episodes or 4 issues of our business mastery program. And then we've made it super easy for you all to join. Plus, I'm giving you a copy of our latest book, Ignite the Modern Goddess. Yeah, digital copy. You can all download a digital copy of that. Yes, I know.
I'm getting super excited about these bonuses, JB. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to download those. So you're getting 2 digital bonuses from JB that are going to be that one that's going to spark your business, and that other one just ignite your goddess. That's incredible.
Yeah. And I want to say this is my favorite little story. When a woman loves making cupcakes, she's an incredible cupcake maker. She's just passionate about making cupcakes. And then she starts a cupcake business. And suddenly she's not making the cupcakes anymore. She's learning about hiring staff and doing sales reports and figuring how to pay her utilities and, dealing with health inspectors. And she knew none of that in her business. What she knew was how to make cupcakes. And so I sometimes feel really sad for some business owners, because you are great at coaching. You're great at inspiring people. people, you're great at motivating people, you're great at listening to people, but there's all these other business pieces that nobody taught you, nobody showed you, and they're actually draining you from what you love to do, which is coaching and supporting other people. And so that's really what Spark Success is about. That's what Elizabeth's program is about. It's helping you understand the business side of it, because you got the coaching side down. You know how to help people, but there's all these business elements that sort of suffocate what you're really good at. And those are the things that I think mentors really support you in.
Thank you, JB. And your bonuses are going to help them. And the Holistic Business Accelerator, our 8-week course, is going to guide them through. So remember, when you join that, everyone, you get more of JB through these incredible bonuses that she's giving. I really appreciate that, JB. You have such a generous heart, and you have always been in service to women in business for the last decade that I've known you. I just adore everything that you do, and I respect you so much as a leader as well.
Well, thank you so much, because my newest possibility goal is, how do we ignite possibilities in 7 billion people? How does every single person on the planet absolutely know what's possible for them? What do we need to do? We need to create a free curriculum that we can give everyone so that every single person knows what's possible. And so that's where I'm headed.
I support you in that. And we've got entrepreneurs behind you. I'll send you everybody for that vision. That's incredible. This is the third time today I've gotten goosebumps head to toe. This is just so powerful.
So ladies, go after your dream. Go get what's possible for you. Work with Elizabeth, find a mentor, just go for your business. Do 1% each day and believe in what's possible for you. Thank you, darling.
Thank you so much, JB. I'll see you again soon. Mwah, we love you.
Everyone,
type in the comments. Type in the comments down below right now what you see in JB, what you adore about her, what you're grateful for her, what your number one aha from what she just said was. Type it in the Facebook comments right now so that you can anchor that in, and also send her some love in the Facebook comments. JB will want to catch up with those comments and check them out. So type in what you gained from this session with JB. She's an amazing, amazing woman, entrepreneur, megapreneur, and I love those bonuses that she just gave to us. So let's go take a deep breath, do a little wiggle in your chair, and we are going to do another holistic business tip number 3. Are you ready? Client attraction experts. You're all experts in your own right. So let's go into the client attraction experts. Who's ready for number 3? This is, yes, number 3 is visionary marketing. JB talked about this a little bit in terms of your funnels. I'm going to run out of space, aren't I? Oh yeah. Visionary marketing. You can see the rest of it. Yeah, that's kind of quiet in the color. Let me write it down here a little bit bigger. Visionary marketing. What does that mean? Visionary marketing means you have a vision for where your clients are and where they're going to go. And then you see the vision for them and you reach out and you have that vision. And that's what it means to have visionary marketing. So we're jumping into this piece of visionary marketing. And so what that means is your clients are on a path. Maybe they don't know you yet. Maybe they have yet to know you, but you would love to work with them, maybe in single sessions or even better in long-term sessions. And this is what visionary marketing means, is that you design a path that your clients can get to know you over time and eventually purchase something bigger from you. But maybe they purchase something smaller from you in the beginning, a smaller package or a single session, and then eventually signing up for your longer term sessions. So visionary marketing might start with you designing a free gift. So here's your tip with this one, is that you're designing some kind of a free gift that you would put on your website. So have a PDF or a checklist or a simple one-page guide of some kind that you would put on your own website so that they can have that as their first step. Visionary marketing really means the steps along the way to get people to transformation and healing and wellness. And you're guiding them through with visionary marketing. So if you were going to design your own free gift to put on your website, what would you want to gift to people? Let's go over some names right now and use these right now, some ideas that you would have. And those of you who already have some kind of a free gift that's on your website, or that you have for people to sign in and get onto your email list, what do you have? Type it in the comments down below, type the name of it. And then some of you who don't yet have this, you're going to learn how to do that in the Holistic Business Accelerator. But if you were going to design a checklist or a worksheet or a little resource guide, it should fit on one sheet of paper. Sometimes holistic practitioners will consider putting together a meditation or a recording, but I don't recommend that for your first level free gift because it's a little too complex for people. Something that's just on one sheet of paper that they could print out and go ahead and grab. So what have you got? Oh, good. Okay, Rochelle has the 3R formula to stress-free parenting. Put a little heart by anybody's title that you see that you like. Kent has benefits to stress-free living. I love that, Kent. It's excellent. Rebecca has the five steps to claim your vitality. So what would you put together? Type it in the comments down below right now in Facebook. What would you put together? What's an idea that you might have to put together for your clients, for them to be on the path of visionary marketing with you so you can see where they are and you can see what's possible for them. And then one step is just you designing something. Sometimes it's called a lead magnet. And I'm going to teach you more about this in the Holistic Business Accelerator. Sometimes it's called a lead magnet or an opt-in gift. We like to call it a free gift. All right, I love this. These are so good. Chris says 5 ways to improve your gut health. Who would want that? Put a little heart by Chris's. June says indigenous wisdom to heal your spirit. Put a heart by June's if you want hers. Oh, this is so good. Christina has a free gift on how to talk to trees. Oh my gosh, Christina, that's beautiful. So your Krishna has 5 essentials for your spiritual path. These are beautiful, everyone. I don't have any feedback on your titles, but we're going to be working them and helping you put them together in the accelerator. Aubrey has 3 breaths to grounded presence. I'm thinking that's what was meant to be spelled there. 3 breaths to grounded presence. Harpal has the 5-step healing. 5-step healing your body pain. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I totally love it. So visionary marketing, that step-by-step marketing, everyone, is what you want to be inviting your clients into. So step 1 on that visionary path might be a free gift to your email list. So they opt into your email list. That might be step 1. Step 2 might be a weekly video that they start to see you. And you're forming this relationship, just like in number 2, the serve people, the relationship, you're forming that relationship step by step. So in here, the visionary marketing, you're just step by step walking the people through how they can learn from you over time and build that relationship over time. So you might invite them into your website. The next step, you might be starting to send them emails regularly, make videos weekly. And then the next piece might be that you invite them into a free session with you. Sometimes these are called a discovery call or discovery session. We like to call them a free session. It's not a full session of all of your modality. It's a mini version where you let people know what it's like to work with you. And then you talk about what you have to offer. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that in the Holistic Business Conference. It's happening in December. The dates are yet to be decided. It's either going to be December 8th through 10th or 11th through 13th for that Holistic Business Conference, where you're going to learn how to put together your own free session, where you're going to learn how to invite people to work with you. You're also going to learn how to put together your own transformational long-term programs so that you can have consistent income that you can truly depend on. And I'm really excited for that conference. 2 tickets to that conference are included when you sign up for the Holistic Business Accelerator. I mean, it's kind of worth it just for that. Just saying. All right. So I have, let's just see, another tip that I'm going to bring the amazing Brittany on to teach our next tip. And then I'm going to do more parts of the sentence for you as well before we have our next guest. But Brittany, could you talk a little bit about that visionary marketing, the path that we walk them through, and then go into our next tip number 4, which is all about getting online. And I will hand it over to you for a few minutes.
Amazing. Let me just go up here in my notes so I know where we're at.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah. So visionary marketing. Oh, getting visible, right? For me personally, I think the getting visible piece, that comes back to the inner tools and the really walking through, like, why are you scared to get visible? What is it that you're most concerned about? Is it fear of judgment from other people? Are you fear of being rejected because of your differences? Really get clear on some of those pieces, because I know Elizabeth has given you lots of really great tools on how to get visible using that free gift. That free gift is such an amazing way to create leads, because when we're generous, when we lead with generosity, it is such a valuable experience because people start to develop a relationship with you. They start to get to know you. And if you're not sure about why you need to do that or how you need to do that, or you're feeling a little bit resistant to giving away all of your good stuff, that's when, again, we go back in and we start to consider, well, what am I afraid of? Am I afraid they're not going to want to work with me? Because the beauty of these free gifts is that you're giving them knowledge, and then they need to know how. They need to know how to keep moving forward in that piece. They want to see more of you. It's so important. So yeah, that would be my sort of addition to the amazing visionary marketing key. And next key, like Elizabeth had mentioned, is to get online. And getting online is an opportunity to really set yourself free in your business, to really give you an opportunity to be able to do business from anywhere, especially in times like right now where there isn't really a certainty happening right now in terms of when we can be in bigger groups, or when we can get into these live events, or when it feels really good for people to do that. A lot of people still don't feel comfortable being in groups. So how can you not only set yourself free, but set your clients free by getting yourself online? And the biggest thing I want you to know here is getting online does not have to be difficult. You don't have to have a big multi-page website. Keep your website simple. One page where you get to put your free gift up there so that people get onto your email list. Keep it super, super simple. They just need to know what it is and that you can get online and they can get that free gift from you, and that gets them onto your email list. That's your online world. That's what you need. And we teach all of this in the Holistic Business Accelerator. So keeping it simple, again, it's like one-page website that leads them to your free gift, that leads them to your email list so that you can keep in connection with those people. Because the online world is big and massive, and sometimes we get lost in it. But if people are on your email list, they're always going to hear from you. That's the safe, sacred space where people are going to know you. That's where you build your relationships with them. So I would just encourage you to keep the online world super, super simple.
Amazing tips from you, Brittany. And I wrote it in here. This is the 4th secret that we have discovered today. So 1 is get started, 2 is serve people, 3 is work on your visionary marketing, and 4 is get online. I love my writing is so imperfect as I'm writing, as I'm doing. You've seen my note cards and they're a little bit snazzier. So what are you learning so far, everyone? Make sure you take time to anchor what you're learning by writing it down, by repeating it, and then by transferring it over into the Facebook chat as well. Write it down into there. That's an important piece of your learning. Should we do another word?
Yeah.
Let's do another word. I need some hands up in the Facebook chat. I need some hands up in the Zoom. I need a let's do it in the Facebook chat for the next word. Are you ready for the next word in our secret sentence contest? Here's the next word, and I'm not putting the previous words. You have to be here to be winning this contest. So good. Oh, hey, Marcella, it's great to have you here. I love this. I love this. Next word is here for you all. Somebody's going to be winning an incredible prize. So that word's going away as of right now. It's never going to return. You got to know it. I also want to acknowledge that Lauren and Sherry and Sol and Tracy have all jumped into the program as well. And we have a bunch more of you. It's so exciting. And I just want to acknowledge the courage and heart that it takes to say yes to jumping into something, being willing, getting all the amazing bonuses. Those bonuses, by the way, that we're adding today, they disappear. When we sign off from this call, they disappear. So you only get them if you're here live, and you only get them if you sign up while we're on the call. So my next guest is a pretty special guy. Steve and I, for 12 years together, have been working on businesses and life together, and just I'm so grateful that I get to have a business and a life with this man. He's incredible. And there were times when I was working on my magazine and my studio and my festival and all the things, and Steve was working on his own stuff. And he thought I was a little bit crazy for being an entrepreneur and for trying to heal the world through what I do. But eventually he came around, and he has so much experience of his own in marketing, online and digital marketing and branding. And he's worked with some of the biggest companies in the world. I'll let you tell him about that. But he has been working with me for the last 12 years as well. And he is also a coach for the Women's Holistic Business Academy. So many of you have him as your coach, and he helps and trains with us as well. And I don't even know what to say about you, Steve. I'm kind of at a loss for words right now, because I'm like, I'm introducing Steve right now. I'm freaking out. So Steve, welcome. It's so good to have you here.
Yeah, it's so awesome to be here. We're like arms reach away from each other, but it's so fun doing this kind of business together. Like as Elizabeth said, I'm the COO, brand manager, also a coach at Women's Holistic Business Academy. I've had like 20 plus years of personal growth and self-development work. I've done online brands and online products and membership sites, and you name it. If it's online and it has to do with some form of online business, I've done it.
You have done all the things, and you've explored all the things. And one thing I know about you, Steve, is that you study everything to a level of excellence. And you have so much experience as well in business, digital marketing, the online technologies. Like, you are a master in all of it, and you bring so much to us. And I see that you love what you do and that you enjoy the work that we get to do together. And I'm like, I kind of feel like I'm living a dream, because I feel so lucky with what we get to do here. But it wasn't always super easy. And you didn't always have a path that was like, I'm online and I'm marketing and I love it. So tell everybody about some of the challenges that you've walked through in your life and your journey to entrepreneurialism.
Oof. Journeys, struggles. Yeah, I've had a few. I grew up in a small mill town in BC Interior in Canada, and the whole thing was your path was mill worker, construction worker, some kind of trade, because that was what men did in that area, and that is how you made really good money. And I hated every minute of it. It was soul sucking, and I just always knew that if I could find a way, if I could just find something that I could hold on to the vision for and go forward with it, that I would get out of this place, and I would get out of doing all that stuff that's destroying the planet and bad for my health, and just overall not a very holistic approach to doing anything, and get into something that was actually, generating positivity in the world and improving people's lives and really making a difference. And that's where coaching and doing these online things really came from, because people are the thing. People, that's what's going to make the change in the world. There's nothing else going on. We're the problems, so we're the solution also. So to be on the side of solution and adding to and adding value and looking after and looking for out for other things besides just the dollar is the path I'm on now.
And I'm so glad that you're on that path now, because you're making a huge difference to the women that we work with and the men that we work with, and the change that we're here to have on the planet. So I'm glad that you're walking this path. Let everybody know about some of the things that you've done to get yourself from there to here. Like what was the transition point, and how did you get here now from working in industry?
Yeah, really, you know, series of events, but a pivotal moment of being working this one night graveyard, right? Graveyard, 11:30 p.m., 7:30 a.m. graveyard, BC interior, middle of winter, -40, and I'm put on this thing called blocks. And for those of you who don't know what blocks is, it's just this mind-numbing job of moving blocks by hand that are too big to go through the actual mill onto a conveyor belt to be chipped, to taken off, to be burned or taken off somewhere else. And I can just remember being so cold and I'm just like, what am I doing here? I felt like I was in hell. I felt like I was in prison. And I remember thinking to myself, like, this is the worst thing I've ever done. And how in the fuck did I end up here? Like, this isn't how my life was supposed to be. My dreams were about success and wealth and making a difference to people's lives and protecting the planet. And I wasn't doing any of it. And I just saw what my entire life was going to look like if I stayed there. And I just felt really hopeless at the moment. And the hopelessness turned to anger, and that anger turned to rage. And eventually that rage turned into collapsing on my knees and just crying and having a moment where I was like, I'm done with this. This can't happen anymore. So I just knew I had to get out. I knew it had to change. I knew I had to leave the soul-sucking job. I knew I had to leave the town. I knew I had to leave everything familiar and start creating life from a possibility that was calling me. And so what I did was I went to university and I studied business and I traveled the world and I dove deep into self-growth and personal development, and I started businesses and I started programs and I started studying and going in and finding out how this online thing worked. Online business was my path to freedom. And the most important thing I learned through this whole thing was that I and nobody else has to work a soul-sucking job and the job they hate in order to make money. And that's why, you know, I take a stand for coaches, and no coach, no holistic entrepreneur wanting to help others and change people's lives should ever have to go to do work or go to a job they hate.
Who's with Steve on that? How many of you have ever done a job that you really don't like at all? Raise your hand up, post it in the comments down below in Facebook. Post in the comments if you have ever done something that you just has, like Steve would say, has been soul sucking. And what has that been like for you all? Post it in the comments in Facebook. Steve, you've walked this path and then you've walked yourself out. And you're doing some incredible things now. Obviously, we're running this amazing company. Tell us a little bit about that. And then you've got some teaching for us.
Oh, yeah. So much fun. Like I'm having fun now. We get to create. I just was thinking the other day, I'm like, I get to do this. And we get to, and this is, here, I'll give you a super bonus hack right off the bat, because I'm going to teach you about 7 hacks to boost your client base. But a super bonus hack is, you get to do whatever you want. It's up to you to decide. You get to choose the life you want to live. Nobody else.
You get to choose it, everyone. And Steve's going to help you choose it. So Steve, you have a teaching for us. 7 hacks?
7 hacks to boost your client base.
All right, everyone, 7 hacks to boost your client base with the incredible Steve Chambers. Take it away.
All right, here we go. 7 hacks to boost your client base. Hack number 1, we're just going to get straight into it. Hack number 1 is know where money comes from. So type in the comments right now the answer to the question, Where does money come from? Who knows where money comes from? And I'm going to give you a little bit of time. I'm not going to give it away, but where does money come from? Somebody type in the comments, where does money come from? Where do you think money comes from? I'm just going to wait. Put it in.
I love that you're waiting. It's fantastic. Oh, look at, I'm seeing some things. Trees, an exchange, the universe, more trees, the universe.
All right. I'm starting to see them come through now. Okay. So can you mute yourself?
Mhm.
Money comes from, ready for it? People. Money comes from people. And specifically, your money is only going to come from other people. Deer, they don't use money. Fish, no money. Geese, no money. Only people use money. And so as soon as we realize that money comes from other people, it makes following the rest of the hacks I'm going to give you easier. And it also makes it easier for you to do what's required to get clients and create massive change in the world. Money comes from people. So hack number 2 is, you've heard it before, but you may not have heard it in this way. It's marketing. Marketing is hack number 2. And what it is spend 80% of your time in and on your business on marketing. If people can't find you, you don't have a business, right? You have a hobby. And most hobbies don't make money because the purpose of a hobby is not to make money, it's to have fun. They're done for fun. A business is fun and it needs to make money. So my hack in this area, ready? This is the actual hack part of it, is to pretend you are marketing and sharing information for somebody you respect and want to impress. Because you will go over and above to help somebody else and help somebody else promote their thing. So do that for yourself. Pretend that you are the person you want to impress and promote yourself. Promote your stuff. Invite other people, do the marketing, do what's necessary to get where you want to go. All right, hack number 3. Number 3. Specialize or niche. Again, you've heard this before, but I'm going to give you a slight different twist on this, because most people have an assumption, even a perception of how niching works, right? The assumption is that most people, the assumption most people have is that they make whatever they have, and 100% of the people out in the world want their thing. You have 100% of their attention and 100% of them want your thing. And how do I know it? Is because most people don't niche. They can help everyone with everything, right? So here's the truth. Here's the shift in perception is, until you niche, you have nobody. Until you niche, you're just talking to the wind, right? Because you have zero attention on you from anybody. They don't care what you have because it's for nobody. So you have to niche. And I would say niche or narrow down your audience until it feels almost painful, until it hurts, until you feel like you've cut out almost the entire population of humanity. And then and only then can you start to be something to someone. And when you can start to be something to someone, you have a business, because you're getting attention, you're getting a following, you're getting people to hear what you have to say. So here's an example of what niching would look like, right? So here's what most people do. I am everyone to everything on planet Earth, and if there's people on Mars, to them also. Okay, that's what most people do. So which of these is more clear, that one or people who want to lose weight? Getting a little bit more defined. But what about this one? Women who want to lose weight. We're getting a little bit more defined. But how about this one? women in their mid-20s who want to lose 20 pounds for their wedding. We're getting super clear. And that one can actually even go narrower too, to a city or a town or thing that you're in. So if you want to boost your client base, consider niching or specializing to a certain group of people. So that is hack number 3 for you. So I'll take a breath into that one. That's a big topic. Hack number 4. Ready? Hack number 4 is, now that you've done marketing and now that you have attention, how do we get these people to really be drawn into us? And hack number 4 is speak the language of clients. So the language of clients is the language of results. Type in the comments right now. The language of clients is the language of results. And I'm going to explain to you what that means. People don't care about what you do. They don't. They only care about one thing. And what they care about is, what can you do for them? More specifically, can you solve their problem so they can just live happily ever after? Like, that's what people are really, really concerned about. So here's how you speak the language of clients, the language of the results. Know that people have a problem, right? And they're trying to solve this problem. They've been trying to solve this problem for friggin' ever. And they just don't know how. And if you can be and show that you have the solution or can be a solution to their problem, they will pay you. And in fact, they will throw money at you and they will cheer while doing it. That's how like magnetic having and speaking that language comes. They will throw money at you and cheer that they're doing it, right? So speak the language of clients. And remember, the language of clients is the language of results. That's all they care about. So that's hack number 4. Just going to check the comments here for a moment. Awesome. Okay, we are moving on to hack number 5. Hack number 5, we're going inside the mind, inside the body. And hack number 5 is cultivate an extreme level of positivity. And this one is huge. This is so huge because it's so easy to be negative. It's so easy to be a victim. It's so easy to go with the status quo, how most people live their lives. It's so easy to say my business is hard. It's so easy to fall down that path. But guess what? It's just as easy to be positive, right? Much like you have control of what you put in your mouth, you can take something healthy or something that's unhealthy. Same thing with your mind. You can choose negative thoughts or you can choose positive thoughts. So you may not be able to control all the events that take place in building and running your business, but the one thing you can control is your attitude and your mindset. And the path, like this path is challenging enough without us beating ourselves up on top of all of it. So cultivate an extreme level of positivity. So much so that it's like uncomfortable to be this positive, because that's what's required to just break through and get through, the status quo. So cultivate an extreme level of positivity. Ooh, which leads me to hack number 6. Well, wait, I got 7 up? No, 6. Okay, optimize your environment. And this one's huge. This is another one that's so big because it's overlooked, right? The degree of challenges or ease involved in getting to where we want to go in life is greatly influenced by our environment. Think about it. Have you ever, how hard is it? Have you ever tried before, like losing weight or working out consistently, or just doing something in your business or getting clients, and everyone around you saying like, whoa, you don't need that, or why are you doing that? Maybe come and watch some Netflix with me. Like, you don't need to work that hard. Any of those different things. Well, here's the fact. Your life is the sum of the 5 people that you hang around the most. And your business life is the sum of the 5 business people you hang around the most. And this is why it's so important to align with experts and leaders that have already walked the path and can hold your vision for you while you're building your business and attracting clients, right? So optimizing your environment, and we can optimize our environment by doing 2 things. We can add or we can subtract from our current environment. So we can add by reading good books, surrounding ourselves by positive people, being a part of a tribe, heading in the same direction in life and in business, watching inspirational videos, listening to podcasts, those kind of things. Oh, here's another one. Ask your friends to support you in your goals by cheering you on regardless of how crazy they think you are. If they're not going to be supportive, get rid of them. And if they are, include them, right? A takeaway might be just unsubscribe from some things that are distracting you. Unsubscribe from Netflix, unsubscribe from, or get off YouTube, get off the things that you usually distract yourself or use to take yourself out from the things you're supposed to be doing. So hack number 6 is optimize your environment. And hack number 7, are you ready for it? Who's ready for hack number 7? Let's see it. Hack number 7 is invest in yourself by getting coaching and mentorship. This will always and forever be my last and most critical hack step in anything I do, because I know for sure that you can't do this alone. And how do I know this? Well, for starters, if you knew exactly what you were doing, if your business was thriving, if you had massive clients lined up around the block, if you were bringing in thousands or hundreds of thousands of dollars, you wouldn't be looking for help to find clients. You wouldn't be on this training. The second one is, anytime that I've wanted to take my life or business to the next level, I've only done it one way, and that's to join a program or hire a coach. No other way has ever worked for me. I've tried it myself over and over and over and over again. It's not meant to be done alone. It's meant to be done with others. It's that saying, where 2 or more are gathered. Well, this is the gathering. This is the group. This is the energy for other people to hold you when you're going for things, and you hold other people. It's just a great container to have. So my hack number 7 is always going to be invest in yourself by getting coaching and mentorship. So those are my 7 hacks for you.
Steve, you're my favorite person on the planet. Who enjoys that? Who enjoyed Steve's teaching so far? I was just taking a little stretch over here, like just stretching, and I was like laughing and cheering and just hearing all the wisdom that you're bringing. It's absolutely incredible. So these 7 hacks, who feels like they're going to be helped by these 7 hacks so far? Raise your hands up if you're in behind the scenes in Zoom with us. And which of the 7 hacks do you feel like is the one you need to focus on the most? Type it in the comments down below right now. And Steve has a bonus gift for those of you who are jumping into the Holistic Business Accelerator. Who here wants more of Steve? Raise your hand up, and type in more Steve in the comments down below. Join the I Want More of Steve fan club and we'll make t-shirts. Anyway, Steve, you have a bonus gift that you're giving. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so this is one of my, Brittany talked about it earlier, which is the internal work and the internal shifts are the biggest game changers of this whole thing. So what I'm giving as a bonus is a money mindset group healing session where we're going to ditch scarcity mindsets, and we're going to step into abundance, and we're going to step into the business and the life and the clients that we want. So that's a $500 value for you all, and I am giving it to everyone who joins the program.
That's incredible. That is absolutely amazing. Remember, if you've already joined, you get all the bonuses. So you're going to get that $500 money mindset with Steve. Incredible. And Steve, I'm seeing the comments go off. Everybody's like, more Steve, more Steve. You're such an incredible trainer. I'm just so fortunate, everyone, to be surrounded by these incredible coaches and trainers that I get to have this business with, because there were a lot of years when I was doing it by myself, when I was lone wolfing, and now I'm having so much fun that I get to be here as part of this incredible community and be surrounded by other leaders and trainers who are going to be guiding you all in the Holistic Business Accelerator course. So we're really stoked. What else have you got to share, Stephen, before we sign you off? Well, you're hanging out with us all day. I'm standing here, I'm looking over at him because he's like literally 10 feet away. I got to start looking over here. What would you leave everyone with who is considering joining the program and just on the fence?
Probably I'm going to think for this for a second. I think the biggest thing is, well, it's always, you know, for everybody, it's always just do it. Do it. Now's the time. How much time has gone by? How much time has already gone by wondering and thinking and contemplating and just like kicking the tire around of, should I do this thing? Should I do this? Am I going to do my business? So I'll leave you with this. The decision time is right now to say, I want to step forward into the dreams and the life and the business and helping and doing the things I want for the world, or I got to give up, knowing that there's no way that Spirit would ever let me just drop my dreams and hopes and things. It's going to constantly be poking at me and wanting me to do it. So the reality is, this is your choice. It's just a matter of when you choose it. And I just think and know that right now is the best time.
Right now is truly the best time.
Oh, one more thing is that nobody has ever, who's come into anything that we've had, who's taken any of our programs, has ever said, I wish I waited longer. Not one. They've all said, I wish I started this earlier. I wish I jumped in. I wish I had done it sooner.
Yeah, I wish I hadn't waited to get all my ducks in a row or the planets lined up or do something else first, but just jump in. It doesn't have to be perfect, everyone. And you don't have to have anything ready. You don't even have to have your business going. In order to start, you just start. So I love all the wisdom that you're bringing, Steve, and I love the bonus gift that you're giving to the Holistic Business Accelerator students. And I just want to, Sol was saying a question over here. She's joined and it's amazing. She said she missed part of this. The recording will be in your library, Sol. So anytime that we do a recording, it's all in the library for all of our students. So it's there for you. Steve, what would you leave everybody off with today as your one tip?
My one tip is, I'm going to put the link in the description. Click it and join.
I love that. I was expecting you to give them like some like deep wisdom, and you're like, my tip is click the link. So there you go, everyone. The tip is to join the link. And I know that you got so much out of these 7 hacks. What do you see in this brave, courageous man? Type it in the comments in Facebook right now to give him a thread of love and support and appreciation so that he can soak it all up. Type it in the comments right now for Steve. He's incredible. And thank you so much, Steve. And thank you, Steve, for sharing your wisdom here today, for sharing your incredible coaching and your teachings as part of our Holistic Business Accelerator and Women's Holistic Business Academy programs. And thank you for supporting me and just aligning with me. I adore you. I appreciate you. Oh, you can't see on Facebook. He just gave me a heart on the screen. I love it. And Steve, you're going to want to go catch those comments because they are fantastic. All right, everybody, take a stretch. And I'm about to give you 2 of the words to the secret sentence, but you've got to be standing and moving in order to get them because this is a long day. So everybody's got to wiggle. Everybody's got to stretch. Everybody's got to move while I give you 2 words that go along with our secret sentence of the day. You got to stretch. You got to move the whole time. There's the next word. It's going to be up here for about 20 seconds while you write it down. And once I take this word down and it disappears, it's going to be gone. And this is part of the secret sentence. One of you is going to win a juicy prize. Secret sentence is happening. And remember, the video prize for one of you to win a seat in the Holistic Business Accelerator is being drawn in about an hour. So you got to be on here. This is a different prize though. This is the secret sentence contest. So this is that word. So amazing. And now you're all done stretching. What have you learned so far today? Just take a moment to anchor it in. Even close your eyes and take a deep breath. We're partway through this live stream. What have you learned? What have you gained? What's an aha? What's some passion and excitement and motivation that you're having as a result of being here? What's one of the greatest things that you've learned so far? Write it down again, even if you've written it before. Get your colored pens out. Like, I really recommend that you have colored pens. Bring the fun back to business. Okay, I'm going to give you another word. You're about to receive another word in the sentence. I guess you're going to put commas in between these words because I did not put commas. This is a run-on sentence, everybody. This is one of my favorite words. I'm going to take it down in a moment. So there's a comma between some of these words because this is a list. All right. You got it? You got it, everybody? Okay. I'm about to bring on our next incredible guest, one of my other favorite people on the planet, Kristen Caetano. She's an intuitive business strategist, and she's the founder of Evolve Entrepreneur Academy. She teaches visionary healers and coaches to build profitable businesses that they love, and she is a coach and trainer in the Women's Holistic Business Academy and the Holistic Business Accelerator 8-week program that you're all going to be joining. Kristen's unique approach, she's totally amazing. She combines the smart business building strategies with powerful mindset tools and lots of love because she's an absolutely incredible human. And she helps her clients overcome blocks, get clients, and create exponential success. So I'm so grateful, Kristen, to have you on with us today. Welcome to the Client Attraction Experts live stream.
Yay! Hello.
Oh, we can't hear you yet. We got to get you unmuted.
Oops.
Oh, it's because of me. They can all hear you. I just couldn't. I'm so glad to have you here.
Hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, let me take 2. Yay! I'm so excited to be here. Thank you, Elizabeth, and thank you to this amazing community. I have been tuning in every single day this week, and I've just been blown away by how smart you all are and how incredible this training is. So I'm honored.
And they're
to be
so
here.
committed. This
Excited to
community
geek
is.
out with you all.
I'm so excited to have you and have you geek out with them all. They're so committed and they've been working on their businesses, and so have you. So why don't you tell everybody a little bit more about you and what you've been up to in your business world and in your business journey?
Whew, man, business journey. Okay, so how can I make this concise? Well, you gave me a beautiful introduction, so thank you for that. I think that really encapsulates sort of my unique special sauce and what I bring. My journey has been like this. Up, down, up, down, up, down. My business building journey has required a lot of resilience and commitment. And I've been in the coaching industry since 2007. I have been studying and practicing healing modalities for more than 20 years. I built my businesses, I've had a few, on the side of a 9-to-5 job, which towards the end became very much a soul-sucking job. So can anyone relate? If anyone's ever had a soul-sucking job, just type ugh in the comments, right? And so there came a point when there came a turning point when I decided, no, I need to do my healing work full time. I cannot not do what I came here to do. And so on and so forth. Finally, over a period of time, lots of stops and starts, lots of mistakes, lots of things I thought were failures, but really they weren't, because I wouldn't be where I am today without them. And then along the way, after doing some healing work for a number of years, I realized, wait, I really like this business stuff. And I hired and invested a lot of money in mentors and programs and masterminds and coaches, and I don't regret a single moment of it, because I wouldn't have been able to get here now. And thankfully, I quit that soul-sucking job several years back. I've been full-time in my business. I absolutely love what I do, and I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful. But I couldn't have done it alone. I couldn't have done it without people like Elizabeth and Steve and my mentors and my coaches. I could not. Impossible. So
That's a powerful statement right there. Like, I couldn't have done it alone. And that's the theme that I see so many of the women coming forward with, like, don't do it alone. Stop lone wolfing. And I see that parallel in your journey as well, Kristen. So I'm just so glad to have you here. And you have some teaching for everyone. Do you want to just jump right into that?
Yes, let's do it. So I am so excited because I get to geek out with y'all, and I want to share about sacred business systems. So who here, when they hear the word systems, thinks, I need better systems? Write systems if you, in the comments, if you know you need better systems, but yeah, what? It all seems overwhelming. And who here thinks when I say the word systems, that means tech? Systems equals tech. So today I am so excited because I am going to share 3 super simple systems that are incredibly effective, and they don't require any technology at all. Plain old-fashioned pen and paper will do the trick. Now, don't get me wrong, there's all kinds of wonderful softwares and tools, and tech is our friend, but I want to give you the fastest path to finding, attracting, and enrolling your dream clients, right? And the reason why I love sacred systems is because A, they help you prioritize. Have you ever felt like you're just throwing spaghetti at the wall and everyone says, do this, do that, post here, but you're doing all the things and nothing's really getting you traction? I like to get the most bang for our energetic buck. Get the most bang for your energetic buck, and systems can help you identify what are your top 3 highest impact action steps that you can take, because you only have so much time. And what percent of your time should you spend on what? So those are just a couple of the benefits of sacred systems. Okay, so I want to give you this framework. I'm going to teach you these 3 very simple steps. I want to give you this framework though, because here's my goal. I want to take some of the mystery out of where the heck to find clients, right? Because a lot of business owners, and especially, heart-centered, really, really purpose-driven people kind of have this, it's confusing, like, where are the clients, right? And so I think you've been hearing, well, first of all, you got to be visible and you got to show up. But I want to use this framework to give you these super simple 3 tips. So these are potential client statistics. This is from real marketing survey data. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so we're not going to pay attention to the bottom, which is 30% of people are never going to hire you. So that's a no. All right, but I'm going to just take you through this. So 3% of your potential clients are actively looking for a solution to their problems. 3%. Now, it seems like a small number, but don't worry. I'm going to show you long-term and short-term systems to help you find and draw these people, attract these people to you. So 3%, here's where, remember we talked about prioritizing? Okay, we want to focus on the 3% of people who already want what we have, okay? So how do we find them? They just need to know we exist. So earlier this week, Elizabeth invited you all, make a list of 21 people that you would love to have be your client. Okay, so strategies like that are a way to find that 3%. So anybody who's raised their hand, so your past clients, anyone you've been on a consult with, people who have commented, shared, or liked your posts related to your work, right? You can follow up and have conversations with them. So with those kinds of strategies that we've been talking about, start simple. I like to say, leave no stone unturned, okay? So I'm going to give you the first strategy, the first system rather, sacred business system. It is so simple, but you might not have thought to do it. Ready? Okay. Put simple in the comments. If you want simple solution, go ahead and put simple in the comments right now. Okay. First system. Set reminders in your calendar to follow up with those people who you think might be in the 3%. Okay, so what I'm talking about is, let's say you made your list of 21 people that you would love to be your client. Okay, and you reached out and you connected. 4 months from now, I want to invite you to reach out to them again. And then 4 months, and not just them, anyone who's ever raised their hand and expressed any kind of interest in your work. And you don't have to even sell anything. It's just human to human connection. That's what we've been talking about here. just building relationships. Just, hey, I saw this on Facebook. What are you up to? It looks like you're up to really amazing work. It's so nice to reconnect with you. And you go from there, right? So the system, all you need, you could do this on pen and paper calendar. You can set reminders in your phone, however it works for you. Every 4 months, I encourage you to reach back out to those people who are connected with you, who already know you, like you, and trust you. Here's another tip. I find people don't do this, okay? So many clients I've worked with, it just hasn't crossed their mind. They never actually announced their business to anyone. Like they didn't tell the world their business existed when they first started. So what I want to invite you to do, not only make that list of 21 people, but I invite you to make a list of everybody you ever knew. I'm talking your cousin, somebody, your college roommate, somebody you used to work with, anybody in your life, whether or not you think they're interested in what you're doing. And I invite you to craft an announcement message to everybody you ever knew and say, hey, it's been a while. I thought of you. I'm so excited. I want to share. I have this business. I offer this service. I help these people. Do you know anyone who might be able to, who would be interested in this free consult, right? And then tying this back to tip number 1 is track it. I had a mentor who said every 4 months, you send a friends and family email, everybody you ever knew, and say, it's kind of like those Christmas letters, right? But you can make yours more jazzy, more juicy. Just consistently touch base and connect and show people that you care. Give people something of value, give them recommendations, whatever that is, okay? All right, so simple system number 1, set reminders to stay in touch with your people, especially the 3% who are already looking for you or who have already expressed interest. Okay, now let's go on to this next section here. Okay, so this is where it gets a little mysterious, right? So we have, so I'm looking at these next in red. So 7% of people are open. So 7% of people out there in the world are really kind of thinking, you know, maybe I need to find a healer, and I think I'm kind of keeping my eyes open. I know I have this problem and I need some healing work. Okay, all right, so that's 7%. 30% of people, let's do this. 30% of people are saying, you know what? I know I need to hire a healer, and you know, it's just like maybe a little bit in the future. And by the way, I'm going to tell you a super quick story of how this worked in real life for me. Okay. And then 30% unconscious or unaware. So 30% of people they don't even know they need your healing work, but they do. They just don't know yet. So there's a timeline factor. And if you notice, those 3 categories make up 67%. Okay. So 67% is a big number. This 67%, this is where you're going to implement systems that can work short-term or long-term. So for example, creating your email list, right? Your email list, your free gift are going to nurture these people, or you're going to build a relationship over time. They might not be ready right now, but they might be ready in 2 years. The other thing is your Facebook group, right? So Elizabeth recommended a Facebook group. She teaches how to do this in your programs, and really in her programs, and really to build that community, to give value, right? So you want, once you've really left no stone unturned with that 3% who already know, they're actively Googling for a Reiki master in their area, right? Once you've kind of left no stone unturned there, then you go to the 67% and you can start instituting these foundational systems. Okay, so now are you ready for simple system number 2? Okay, simple system number 2 is I want to invite you to create a tracking system. Now, I do this on a spreadsheet. I call this an outreach spreadsheet. Again, how are you going to track and keep nurturing and connecting with people over time? So you can do this with a regular old piece of paper. It doesn't have to be a fancy spreadsheet at all. And I'm just going to show you real quick how I do that. And then I'm going to tell you a 30-second story. Okay. So the person's name, Point of contact. How did you meet this person? Was it at a festival? Was it at an online event? Contact info. Did you send them a message? Did you call them? Did you have a conversation? Yes or no? I've got to start by being of service, right? So being of service, what value did you add? Okay, did you offer them a referral? Did you give them some advice for free? What was that, right? So these are all components that you can put on your tracking system. Again, so now we're talking clients because we do want to enroll clients, right? So we've got enrollment. Did you enroll them? Yes or no? Did you make an offer? Did you invite? Yes or no? I ought to call them. Is this person, maybe they're not a potential client, but are they a potential referral partner? Or can you collaborate with someone? Are they a connector? Do they know other people who they can introduce you to? And then next steps. Okay. So again, this is uber simple. So I'm going to give you just a super quick story. Let me take this off. So if this is speaking to you, if you're getting any light bulb going off of thinking, oh, a sacred system could be so simple. If you like the idea of setting a reminder, right? If you like the idea of making a spreadsheet where you can track and follow up with people and go check, put that in the comments right now if any of this is resonating with you. So I want to tell you this very quick story about how I got a really awesome client. So her name's Kate. We connected through Facebook, and I noticed, we had something in common. We went to the same university, a very small town. So we had over Messenger, we chatted, and I said, oh, that's so cool. I went there too. I loved that. So beautiful in the redwoods, and we kind of had a conversation, and that was it. I didn't try to do anything. Here's the thing. I felt a resonance with her. There was some kind of intuitive feeling, but I wasn't thinking like sell. I was like, she's cool. I want to connect with her, right? A few months later, another client of mine said, hey, Kristen, I'm promoting this program. Can I interview you on Facebook and we'll talk about XYZ. And then, I'm going to invite people to my program. And she wanted to add value by bringing on a guest, much like Elizabeth is doing right here with these amazing contributors onto these live stream, right? So I get on, we do the live. That same Kate, that same woman, she reached out to me and she said, I really resonated with what you said. My other client, I like how she's marketing, and she said that you helped her. And we had already talked about, we went to the same college like a few months ago. So she kind of already had a sense of me, right? She resonated and I resonated. And so what happened with her? I want to make this simple. Okay, so Kate was right here. When I first talked with her, she was aware, she knew. See, Kate had a baby, and she knew. She said, "Oh, I know that I want to. I'm a mom. It's a lot. I've got a baby, but I know that at some point in the future, I'm going to hire a business coach." But she wasn't ready when we first chatted, so she moved from here, and then she probably moved to Open, and then when she saw me live, she became 3%. She was right there. So do you see that if you're having conversations with the 67%, you're sending them things on your email list, you're inviting them to your Facebook group, you're giving them value, at some point they move, not all, but some will move to the 3% where they're actively looking and they're ready to hire you. So tell me this makes sense. If this makes sense, how this relationship building can evolve over time, put yes in the comments, because I really want to take the mystery out of this for you. Okay, everybody take a deep breath and do some wiggling, because you can never have enough wiggling, right? Okay, I have one more sacred system. All right, so write this down. This is a two-parter, 2 parts, okay? Again, no tech, yay. So part 1, make a list of all of the interests that your ideal client has. So maybe your ideal, let's take the Women's Holistic Business Academy. It's 99% women, and we let in a few awesome guys, right? And we love them, but it's 99% women. So, so let's say, okay, it's women, but what other interests are common amongst the clients, the students of the academy? Well, let's say a lot of them are vegan, and a lot of them like dogs. I'm just, right? This is just an example. And a lot of people really enjoy crystals or tarot decks, right? Whatever it is. And then what you do, so that's step one, you make a list of like your favorite clients. What interests do they have? Because guess what? Remember earlier, Elizabeth invited you all to show up where your potential clients are. Where are they hanging out? Well, if I'm a spiritual woman and I love dogs, I might be part of a Facebook group for, dog mamas, right? Spiritual dog mamas, right? I'm making this up right now, but I hope you're starting to get the idea. So that's step one. Make a list of your clients' interests, right? Something you've noticed. And then step two, find places where your clients are interested in hanging out, even if it's not directly related maybe to what you offer them, and begin to be of service. Be of service online, anywhere and everywhere. So what's an example? There are, again, a million networking groups and Facebook groups where you can show up and be an active member and just give advice or answer questions or just be visible. Just show up and be helpful. And I promise you, this leads to clients, because I've also got clients this way by being active in the community. I never even made an offer. They came to me. Who wants your clients to just come to you, right? Raise your hand if you're like, can they just come to me? Well, this is one way of doing it, is being of service online. Okay, here's the last part, because this is a system, a simple system. I invite you, once you've identified what their interests are, where they're hanging out, and how you can be of service, I invite you 2 or 3 times a week, set a reminder, right? You've identified 3 Facebook groups where your ideal client's hanging out, and maybe, it's slightly, some of the interests are slightly different, but it's related. You show up, you be of service, you help. Very simple, but set the reminders in your phone, right? So that is the third simple sacred system. So let's review real quick. All right, so the first simple system you can implement is just set quarterly reminders in your calendar or your phone to send touch base with your past clients. Send another friends and family email. Hey, what's happening with you, right? Nothing salesy about it. It's truly, truly connecting. I promise you, people need reminders, and they will refer people or hire you 1 year later, 2 years later, sometimes 3 years later, but they need to remember that you exist. So that's number one. Set those reminders and be consistent. Number two, make a spreadsheet or make a simple document where you are actually tracking cool people, potential clients, potential affiliate partners, and track, did you talk with them? What was the value you added for them? How did you make something win-win? Did you set up, did you have a conversation? What was that like? Remember my story of Kate, right? That's someone that it just sort of evolved into the point where she decided, oh, now I'm ready. And it can be that simple. Okay, number 3, recap. Simple system, simple sacred system. Number 3, identify the common interests of your ideal client, find out where they're hanging out, and you go there and be of service and set up a reminder system where you're going in 3 times a week is ideal, but let's say 1 to 3 times a week, right? So you are becoming visible. So those are my 3 sacred, non-techie systems. And I want to just leave you with just a few bits of advice when you're implementing these simple systems to build and nurture relationships, right? One is be willing. Be willing to initiate a conversation. It's a little bit icky, like, ooh, will you be my friend? Will you be my client? Eee! Right? So, but be willing. Remember my story. I didn't ask Kate to be my client. I found a point of connection, and I genuinely was interested in knowing her. Right? So initiate, be willing to initiate, be willing to show up, be willing to communicate what you have. The world needs that, right? So be willing. Number 2, follow your intuition. Any little pings or bits of resonance that you feel about people, because our ideal clients feel resonance with us, but we feel resonance with them too. So it doesn't matter. If I feel an intuitive ping, I follow that. And sometimes it turns into a client. Sometimes it turns into a collaboration partner. In fact, here's a quick story. That's what I did with Ms. Elizabeth Beads, this amazing, incredible woman that is here with us.
And it's how we came together, and it's so fantastic. Kristen, your tips are amazing, and I want to make sure that we get to your free gift before we move on to our next guest. So did you have one more point you wanted to quickly wrap up everybody with? You're such an incredible teacher, and everybody who's been loving Kristen, right, give her some sparkly fingers. You're going to get more of her in the Holistic Business Accelerator. But Kristen, did you have one more quick?
Yes, thank you. I get all excited. I'm like, yay, let's do this. Okay.
You have so much wisdom to offer. It's incredible.
Thank you. Thank you all for being here. So yes, be willing to initiate conversations, follow your intuition. And number 3, leave no stone unturned. Leave no stone unturned. That's it.
No stone unturned, everyone. This is fantastic. Write in the comments, everybody, what is the main thing that you've learned from Kristen so far? And Kristen, are you noticing a theme, everybody? Kristen is going to be giving us a bonus gift that disappears in an hour. So all the bonus gifts from our guest experts are gone in an hour. So if you're on the fence and you're like, I think I should probably join the Holistic Business Accelerator, make sure that you jump in, because as soon as we hang up this live stream, all those bonuses are gone. There's no chance of them coming back. So Kristen, what is your bonus gift that you're adding in?
Oh, I'm so excited to get this to all of you who decided to jump in. So I am gifting you all a business ritual trilogy. And you all know, I suspect, how powerful rituals are and how needed they are, not only just in our modern world, but in our businesses, to really, really anchor in and help us to tap into our higher selves and our inner wisdom and know what the next step is. So this business trilogy, there's 3 different rituals that you get. One is the ritual for clarity, right? Because we know that sometimes is one of the challenging pieces, right? Sometimes we're a little fuzzy. Ritual number 2 is a visionary visibility ritual. So if you are still feeling a little shy about getting on video, or feeling afraid that Aunt Sally's going to judge you because you're doing spiritual work or whatever, this visibility ritual will help you overcome your blocks. Number 3, and every entrepreneur needs these, right? Because it's an inside job. Number 3 is enlightened prosperity ritual, because we want to make sacred money in our businesses too. And this will help you feel good about making invitations.
Oh, these are so incredible, and they're going to be so supportive to everyone who joins the Holistic Business Accelerator, because we are all spiritual, holistic, wellness, self-development. I don't want to use the word junkie, but I'm going to use it. Like, we're really into that stuff. So these rituals are really going to support our journeys. So Kristen, thank you for your generosity in giving these. They're incredible. And what's the value of these? Like, these are not something that you just give away.
Right. These are, so this is like a packet of rituals, and it's worth $200. And I just want to give this away because you're all so incredible. And I just know you're all doing such incredible work in the world. And I want to support that.
Oh, Kristen, thank you so much. And like I said, everyone, Kristen will be behind the scenes training you all in the Holistic Business Accelerator. What do you see in this amazing woman, this amazing goddess? Type it into the Facebook comments right now and give her a flood of love and gratitude for helping and supporting you all in your business journeys. You can type that into the comments, and Kristen, you're definitely going to want to go over there. And again, thank you so much for being here and for sharing your wisdom with us all.
Thank you so much for having me. Enjoy the rest of the day, everyone.
Well, thank you. And go check out those comments, because they're going to come in with a flood of love and and gratitude for you. So we have another guest on here, but first, I'm going to give you another word, 2 words for the secret sentence. Are you ready? So everybody do a little stretch because we're about to bring on our next guest. Do a little stretch, do a little movement in your chair. We know that we have been going for a long time today and you want the next word. You want to be fresh and ready for it. Are you ready for it? This is part of the comment or comma, and then you got to put this word. This is the secret sentence. It's part of your secret sentence is this word. And I'm going to give you another one. I'm going to give you another one. This is part of the list. Can you guess what it is? And if you can guess the whole, if you can start to guess the whole sentence, put it in the Facebook thread because the first person who gets it wins the flash prize. This is the second word. This is the next one, not the second, but the next one in our secret sentence contest. Now, I also want to remind you, we have 2 contests going on today. One is the secret sentence contest, and one is also that testimonial contest. And you got to have your testimonial in by the end of today. So you can go find that mother post in Facebook. It should be pinned to the top in the announcements of the Women's Holistic Business Network. And post in the comments, what have you been getting out of today? What have you gotten out of this entire week together for those of you who have been here with us for this whole week? What are the results, the breakthroughs, the ahas, the realizations? Have you got clients? Have you got income from this week? Post those because we're going to be choosing one of you by the end of today to win the testimonial contest as well. So I'm really, really excited to bring on our next guest. This woman is going to rock your world if you haven't met her yet. And if you already have, so many of you adore her. Sophia Tom is a divine feminine creator. She's a leader for leaders in birthing a new paradigm. And Sophia is the creator and CEO of the Temple Body Arts School for Embodied Feminine Leadership. And she mentors women to create a life that's aligned with their essence. And how many of you want that, a life that's aligned with your essence? Put your hands up and type the word essence in the comments down below. She is helping women to create the impact that they're here to make while supporting the rise of the divine feminine. Sophia, it is so good to have you. I'm so honored. Welcome to the Client Attraction Experts live stream. It's so good to have you here.
Thank you, Elizabeth. I'm so excited to be here and see so many familiar faces. And for those who I don't know, hello, lovely to be here.
It's so good to have you. Thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to be here with us. Sophia is joining us from Costa Rica on a Monday, hanging out with us here in this live stream, and she's going to bring some wisdom. So I introduced you a little bit, but why don't you start by telling everybody who you are and what you do? We're behind the scenes here in Zoom, but we're also streaming to Facebook. So why don't you tell everybody what you're up to in the world?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm on a mission. I'm on a serious mission here. Who here also feels like you're on a serious mission? Yeah, this is no joke. I mean, it really takes so much devotion. And so I'm deeply devoted to showing up and using my gifts of my voice, my body, my dance, the creative power that moves through me constantly to support the awakening of humanity. And so, yeah, really helping everyone that is ready and that I come into contact with to remember their divine essence and to do the practices and to show up in ways that keep that divine light lit. Like, it is essential for us to keep that flame lit so that we can be the light during this wild time and these wild times of awakening. And so ultimately that's what I'm up to.
You know, small things in the world. These are huge missions that you're on, and you're just supporting the rise of women all around the world. It's incredible. So you have some teachings for us, but before we go there, what are some of the challenges and struggles that you've walked through in your business? Because it's easy to look at you and be like, oh, she's incredible and has a huge following, but it hasn't always been without challenges. So tell us about those.
Yeah, I think, what I want to speak into today is just remembering, it was really when I was not clear. Like there was a time where I was just not clear in where to focus my attention. And I knew that I had something that wanted to come through me, but I didn't know how to bring it through. And I didn't even know who I was actually supposed to serve at that point. So I'd kind of just try to serve everybody, but wasn't serving myself. And I definitely got injured and had different experiences of just feeling this like disconnection from my own light. And, you know, when you talked about the following, it's like, I mean, I had this remembrance of like, actually what helped to grow my Instagram following was showing up authentically every day when I injured myself and I could not move. And I started this like movement that was like self-love 2014. So yes, this was 6 years ago. And I invited people to join me in sharing something every single day that was an expression of self-love. And it helped me to show up every day and to remember like how important it is to fill my own cup in order to be of service. So yeah, those are some of the pieces that, you know, I've moved through in order to recognize what it really takes to show up as an embodied leader. And, you know, I do work mostly with women, but I do want to say honoring the masculine here and honoring the masculine within each and every one of us. We all need that masculine principle of the structure. Who here is learning so much about that now? I mean, it is essential. And I think that that's a big piece that I did not have. I wasn't showing up for myself. I wasn't creating the structures that I needed in order to be successful and bring through the magic and the essence and the gift. So we need both the masculine and the feminine. And it's not about gender. It's about these principles that live within each and every one of us, the feminine and the masculine.
That's such a powerful reminder for everyone to bring that in, because we love to play around in the flow and the feminine and the unstructure, but as soon as we bring structures into it, it really helps us. Yeah. So you have some teaching for us today. Why don't we go into that now?
Yeah, yes. And I would love to just put on some music in the back. So if you could allow me to
Yeah,
share.
you're co-host, so you can go ahead and put some music on, make some space, everybody.
Yeah, so just
Maybe they want to stand up.
I think standing is good. Who here has been sitting for a while? Let's stand.
Stand up, make some space for yourselves. Room to move. This is going to help you to anchor in everything that you've been learning for the last 7 days. It's going to help you anchor in everything that you've been inspired by, so that you can integrate it. So this is going to be a great session.
Definitely. Yeah. So really just letting go of the mind here, just letting go of all of the things, the stuff, the to-dos, and dropping in to your breath, standing, if that feels good to you. I'll play a little track here. Beautiful. Yeah, and so really just bringing your feet onto the earth, and let's just pulse a little bit and just let yourself give your weight into the earth. Feel Mama Gaia, feel the earth underneath you. I know you're all healers and beautiful medicine people here. And so just allowing yourself to give your weight into the earth, shaking out, and then beginning to soften your knees and your ankles and just let your hips begin to circle around and come into your breath. So breathing in, and as you exhale, making some sound and opening up your hips, coming into the space below your belly button, the sacral chakra, the space of creativity and all that wants to come through you. And just dropping in there and feeling into all that you desire to offer, to birth, to create, and just letting yourself circle and breathe And then coming up, bringing the earth energy all the way up and into your heart, feeling into your heart's desire, breathing and feeling this beautiful river of love that flows down through your crown, into your heart and out through your arms, so that everything, every action that you are taking in every moment is an expression of your heart. And just let yourself play here in this river as you fill yourself up with yourself, connecting into your divine essence and moving in a way that fans your inner light, your radiance, so that you can be who you were born to be. So let yourself play here. And just clearing away any of the comparison, any of the things that show up and block you from just being the brilliant beauty that you are. Hips and heart and head and arms moving. Feeling into the space between your breaths, where pure potentiality lives. What are you dreaming into? What are you expanding into? Just let yourself dream into what it would look like to say yes fully to yourself, to this path of offering your gifts. Let yourself play and express your unique essence. The world is calling for you and nobody else. So moving in a delicious, yummy way that keeps your inner light and flame lit. How do you desire to show up in service? What are you devoted to? Beautiful. And just opening up to receive any guidance, any messages from within. You don't need to look outside of yourself anymore. Everything that you desire is already living within you. Continuing to spiral and opening up for inspiration, feeling the value and the gifts that you possess. Just taking your hands on your body, on your temple body, feeling your body as an instrument, a vessel for love, for the divine and all that desires to flow through you, and feeling your value, feeling your essence, feeling your radiance. This is not for you to decide if you should offer your gifts. Just like the mango tree does not decide if she's going to offer her mangoes, she simply does. So feeling into the gifts and the value that you are holding, that you are possessing, that are being called for at this time. And trusting that with the right structures and support, that you can bring through these gifts with ease, with pleasure, with gratitude, and not alone. So opening your eyes and seeing the beautiful community here. Implementation and like looking outside of ourselves and comparison and all of this stuff, that we forget the most important aspect of really tending to ourselves. And that's when it can flow through with more ease and grace and pleasure to fill yourself. Pleasure is is so important. Who here would like to feel more pleasure in your lives as you grow your business and offer your gifts?
Oh, we need to, and our businesses are dependent on us and our feeling of wholeness and our experience of pleasure. So I'm so glad that you brought this in for us. And you're going to be giving a gift to everyone who joins our Holistic Business Accelerator. Let's talk about that.
Yes, definitely. I'm excited to share with you. I created this powerful embodiment journey to really create more pathways to pleasure. So it's right along this theme of pleasure and really valuing presence and coming into your senses. Like pleasure comes when we are fully present in the moment and alive in our senses. So it's really this sensual sense, coming into your senses journey, and to anchor into that and to feel your own unique personal pathway to pleasure, because we all have our own way of experiencing pleasure. And so it's really this guided movement journey to access more pleasure in your life and to anchor into that as you continue on with growing your businesses and sharing your gifts.
Thank you so much for this kind and generous gift. And it's something that you all can just play on a daily basis. You can play that practice for yourselves when you're taking the 8-week Holistic Business Accelerator, and allow it to help you to anchor your journey every single day. So Sophia, that is so kind and generous. And what's the value of this gift?
Well, I would say it's priceless, but really it's, around 333 when I put a number on it.
Nice. It's about a $300, $333 if you were to try to purchase this from Sophia. So it is a wonderful gift to happen inside of this program.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Yeah. And I just want to say one piece on that too, like around numbers and value. I mean, this is a key to really monetizing your gifts, is recognizing the value of your gifts. And recognizing the value of your body and recognizing the value of your presence. Your presence is a gift. And when you can really access that fully by tending your temple, like then that's when the equations work out for more money to flow in, because you are valuing yourself. So I definitely want to offer that piece.
Oh, that is so important. Thank you for bringing that in. And before we sign you off, everyone, can you give Sophia love in the comments thread over on Facebook? What do you see in this radiant goddess? Type that into the comments. Give her a shower of gratitude, love, and appreciation. The struggles that you've had in your business have been.
Oh, well, I started in the event creation business, which isn't really the best business to be in right now. And I just, almost 2 years ago exactly, I just kind of had this vision to create an event in my community for women, just to come together. And that was when we could gather whenever we wanted. So I was like, I'm going to put on a women's conference, even though I'd never put on a women's conference before. And so I did it. I didn't know one thing about business. I had been a stay-at-home mom for 17 years by that point. But it was just this calling. And as much as I tried to ignore it, it wouldn't go away. And so I did it, and it was pretty successful. And then I put one on in the Okanagan last fall, and I met Elizabeth, and I went to her conference, and I was like, I really don't know what I'm doing. I
love the humility it takes to say something like that. Is amazing.
I just got this inspiration one day sitting in my bathroom doing my makeup, and I was like, okay, I'll try. And it was relatively successful for the amount of knowledge that I had. And I met Elizabeth, and I was like, if I really want to go somewhere with this, I need direction. I need to know how to put on events. I can't just bumble and fumble and expect to be successful. And so that was probably my biggest challenge, was that I had no idea what I was doing.
And what kind of results have you had as a result of being here and working with us?
Oh, I think one of the biggest things, like even though I had these grand schemes and ideas, I was very behind the scenes. Like at my first conference, I was like, I don't want to be on stage. I don't want people to see me. I will, maybe come out and take a bow at the end. Like I just wanted to be behind the scenes and not seen. And then at the Okanagan, it was the same thing. I was like, I don't really want to have people see me. And then now at the one that I put on in March, just before COVID, I was like the host, I was the MC, I spoke throughout the day. And so I think I wouldn't even recognize myself as from a year ago. Like Elizabeth
You've
talked
gained
about playing
so
small.
much, yeah.
Yeah, like
You've
don't
gained
play
so much
small.
confidence.
Yeah, confidence and just put yourself out there. It's your business. You have to be at the forefront of your business. So
Really
that would be my biggest thing, was like, I'm not playing small anymore.
Yes, I'm so glad that you're not playing small anymore. And now you have a coaching practice and you have clients. Tell us about that.
So I pivoted hugely, even before I knew COVID was coming. And so that would be one of my tips. If Elizabeth is going to say, what would you leave everyone with a tip with? I would say be open to whatever comes and don't be too attached to what you think you should be doing, because I joined Elizabeth thinking that I needed help with event planning. And here I am 6 months into a successful coaching, because I was like, yeah, I can actually want to work with people one-on-one. So I'm a successful coach. It still makes me kind of like shiver to say that, but it's just like, yeah, everyone's talked about the systems and the family and the community, and it is so true. And just being willing to pivot and be open.
Rebecca, thank you so much for coming on and sharing your thoughts and your wisdom and your journey with us. It's important for us all to see that we're not alone in our businesses and that we can do it no matter what.
We can do it. But we're not supposed to do it alone.
That's right. So is that your number one tip? Don't do it alone, everyone.
Yeah, don't do it alone, and just be open and not too attached. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. I just adore you, and I'm so proud of the progress that you've made, and you're an incredible part of our community. So thank you for bringing yourself onto this stream today, and thank you for all your support. So everyone, I have another tip for you, and then I'm going to remind you about our Holistic Business Accelerator. We have another half an hour before all the expiring bonuses are gone, like the amazing bonuses that the experts have been bringing into you today. They're going to be gone. And I have one final expert, Marcella McBride. It teaches the Priestess Path. She's going to be coming on after I remind you about our program and a couple of other things. So we've saved one of the best for last. Marcella is going to be coming soon, but I want to remind you of another tip. Oh, I can't use purple again. Here we go. I want to remind you of another tip. Here you go. Are you ready for this? This could be one of the most important ones of your day. And you've heard other people talk about it. If you want clients, align with them. If you want clients, align, and Steve mentioned this as well, align with people who are going where you want to be going. Like Rebecca said, she came in and needed some business support, and then the whole world has opened up for her to take steps towards her dream that maybe she didn't even know that she had, because she got aligned. Get yourselves into alignment, not just with other people, but also get yourselves into alignment with yourself and who you are. Get into alignment with your dreams and your vision and where you're going. Get into alignment with your own energy. Get into alignment with your bigger vision. Like JB said, like, what is your biggest dream? Get into alignment with those pieces, and get into alignment, most importantly, with other people. Like, don't lone wolf. And when I think back to times when I lone wolf, I was completely overwhelmed and lost. I didn't know whether I was coming or going, or I didn't know whether my business was going to survive or not. I didn't know whether my dreams were going to survive or not. And if I hadn't have gotten just a little bit, like the